And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live today from the Tom Taylor Sports Show studio on this Friday, March the 1st. Is it coming in like a lion or coming in like a lion? Or I'm sorry, coming in like a lamb. Which one do you think? Don't know. In like a lion or in like a lamb, but we'll see. I kind of think, kind of like a, probably coming in like a lion, rain and some colder temperatures, some winter weather advisories up in the mountains of North Carolina. So good morning to you. Thanks for being with us. We are here. We're going to be joined a little bit later on the show from and by Diana from Double C Western Supply. We're going to be joined by J.C. Jenkins, young lady from Milligan University. They win last night. Lady Buffs move into the quarterfinals. We'll talk all about that. And congratulations to the Milligan Lady Buffs. She'll join us. Also, Ryan Presnell, baseball coach. Elizabethan joins us. And Bryce Van Huss with a preview of the number one game in the Southeastern Conference tomorrow, no question. Top two teams battling, Tennessee and Alabama, Tuscaloosa. And we'll get a preview from the manager of the basketball team. All that and a whole lot more joining us. We'll run down the boys' regional championships last night, get you set for the sub-state there, and then get you ready for what's going on tomorrow night for the sectionals for the ladies. And, of course, it's a chance to go to the state tournament if you win tomorrow night. Here's where we're going to be tomorrow night in Newport. It's exciting Lady Cyclone Sectional Championship Basketball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Dr. John Minton and yours truly tomorrow night. It's the Sectional Championship as the Lady Cyclones travel to Cocke County to battle the Cocke County Lady Red. You win, it's on to the state tournament for the third straight season. It's down to a 32-minute season. It all starts at 6:30 tomorrow night. Audio only, the Lady Cyclones in Cocke County. Tomorrow night, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Lady Cyclones.
One, two. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here again in studio today. Again, brought to you by the good folks in Double C Western Supply. So we'll tell you the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Today, certainly no different. Isaiah 65:24. Do your prayers get answered? Listen to this. Before they call, I will answer. While they are still speaking, I will hear. How about that? Isaiah 65:24. Before they call, I will answer. While they are still speaking, I will hear. So there you go. Here's the verse. That is the verse today, Isaiah 65:24. We're in studio today, brought to you by Double C Western Supply. And so you see behind me, your wrong hand. There you go. The Thundering Herd. And how do you do that? Let's do this. This point, Tom. Thundering Herd and the Raiders. The Raiders. So anyway, hello, Regina May. Hello to our bouncing bundle of joy, Carrie Taylor, thank you, young lady, for all you do for this show. And hello to Brenda Grindstaff. You know what Conway says. Hello, darling. How you doing? And also hello to Linda Birchfield. Appreciate you all very much. So in studio today, thought we'd try something a little different. And so we're here. Monday, back out on the road will be at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City on Monday. Next Friday, back into Food City on a Food City Friday. And so today we're going to sit right here and talk to you about, well, we'll start with the boys regional championships last night. Went and saw a little bit of it. Crockett and Tennessee High, 54-51. Crockett prevails. They'll be at home Monday night against Union County, who lost, got blown out by Fulton, 96-44. Got beat by 52 points. Whew. Fulton is a team. They is the team, we've been told. So they will entertain Tennessee High on Monday night for the right to get to the state tournament week after next in Murfreesboro. The other side of the regional in 3A, Red Bank and Laverne will play, and Upperman will take on South Doyle. Those are the winners in those games in 3A. Now, 4A last night. We'll start at the top of the totem pole and work down. We just gave you 3A. You have last night Morristown East defeating Morristown West guys by 13, 63-50. On the other side of the bracket, it was Maryville knocking off Bearden 55-48. So you've got on Monday Morristown East hosting Bearden, and Maryville, the Rebels, home to Morristown West. Walker Valley will play Laverne, and Cookeville and Bradley Central will play in Cookeville. That's your 4A regional in the eastern part of the state. Again, you're down to the Sweet 16 and the gentlemen as well. And so they will play and decide who goes to the state tournament week after next. We'll do that on Monday. Hello, Charlie Hutchins. How you doing, sir? In the 2A boys basketball last night, Alcoa and a barn burner beat Austin East 86-85. Brainerd defeated Austin East. And so, Brainerd defeated Tyner. So Monday, Alcoa hosting Chattanooga Tyner, and Chattanooga Brainerd will be at home against Austin East, the Roadrunners. That will be coming up again on Monday. The other side of the 2A bracket, Heritage and East Nashville, and Whites Creek and Jackson County will go at it on the other side of the 2A boys. Then in the single A last night, University High beating North Green 56-53. Coach Rice and the Junior Bucks will be hosting Monday night. They'll host Jellicoe at Brooks Gym at East Tennessee State in a 7 o'clock tip-off. Harriman, meanwhile, blew out Jellicoe last night, 82-59. So Monday, UH will host Jellicoe, and Harriman will host North Green, who got beat, of course, by University High. The other side of the bracket, Chattanooga Prep and Pickett County and Gordonsville and South Pittsburgh will square off again coming up, as we said, in 1A basketball for Monday. That's the sub-state or sectional on Monday. Now, what do we got coming up for the ladies tomorrow night? Oh, it's tension. It's drama. They ain't no tomorrow. 32 minutes in somebody's season coming up tomorrow. Sevier County, the Lady Smoky Bears hosting Bearden in 4A. Dobbins Minute, Bill Francis' team heading off to Farragut to battle the Lady Admirals. Bradley Central hosting Murfreesboro, Oakland, and Blackman will be home to Cleveland. That'll be the 4A sectionals. Again, we're down to the Sweet 16. An amazing run for this Elizabethan team, as they, again, were 2-10 at one point. Well, not one point, first 12 games of the season. They were 2-10. And now they're trying to get to the state tournament for the third time in a row, third straight year, to get to the state tournament. And a basketball team goes in with a losing record, which doesn't matter because at this point, everybody's got a chance. We're down to the Sweet 16 in the state for a team that started out 2-10. Pretty good coaching job, you ask me, from Lucas Andrews and Macy Andrews and Gary Smith and Melinda Egoff. Plus, pretty good job with the girls who bought into it. Didn't give up, didn't quit. We're in a society where everybody quits. Obviously, the Elizabethan girls didn't quit. So we're playing tomorrow night, 32 minutes to get to the state tournament for a team that's got a losing record. And they are red hot. They won 6 out of the last 8. And it's a team, as we said, started out in the they were very good by their own admission. But Lucas Andrews said it's the toughest schedule he's ever had. He said, I won't get him ready, and he has. So you're down to 32 minutes against a very good Cobb County team. They call themselves the Lady Red. They're 27-8. They played each other back in November. Does that matter? I don't think so. But just for broadcasting purposes, the team played, and they were a 68-45 winner, beat us by 23. So that was then, this is now. We've gotten a whole lot better. I'm sure they have too. So we'll see. It'll be coming up tomorrow night, 6:30 airtime. Dr. J and I will be there from Cobb County High School in Newport. The Lady Red and the Lady Cyclones. The other side of the bracket, Greenville hosting Northview Academy tomorrow night. Heritage will be home to White County in 3A, and Upperman, the Bees, the Lady Bees, will be hosting Signal Mountain. Again, all the winners will move on, and the losers will be eliminated from the basketball season. We're down to this, as I said, 32 minutes of basketball. 2A tomorrow night, Gatlinburg-Pittman hosting Meigs County. McMahon Central home to Alcoa. York Institute hosting Pearl Cone, and East Nashville will be home to Smith County tomorrow night in 2A. In single A basketball, you're down to Sweet 16 there too. Cloudlands ladies will be home to Sunbright tomorrow night. You have Midway home to North Green tomorrow night. You have Van Buren hosting Clay County tomorrow night, and Pickett County ladies hosting Copper Basin tomorrow night. So those are your down to the Sweet 16 and single A. That's the eastern side of the bracket. The other side of the state is just that, and we'll concentrate on that if we get down to the state tournament. So anyway, that's what's going on. A lot of basketball tonight, or tomorrow night for the ladies and Monday night for the gentlemen, and everybody now is down to nerve-wracking, fingernail-biting. Can we do it? We'll see. 32 minutes of basketball for everybody to get the chance to go to Murfreesboro next week for the ladies and week after next for the gentlemen. We're here live in studio on a Friday afternoon, Friday morning, bringing it to you. We appreciate you being with us. Again, Diana will join us coming up next half hour. And again, as we told you, J.C. Jenkins joins us at the top of the hour, young lady who's named for the third year in a row in the all-conference team for Milligan. Young lady can play. Will be back next year. She's going to use her COVID year to come back and play one more year for the Milligan ladies who won last night. And so they will play in the quarterfinals tonight at Meadowview with a chance to try and get into the championship tomorrow. And so it's 3 games in 3 days. Pretty hectic schedule, but again, it is what it is. The men lost yesterday. Bill Robinson's Buffs lost by 3, so they're eliminated from the tournament. But the ladies are still trucking, and they'll play tonight against, again, at 8 o'clock against Reinhardt. Reinhardt tonight at 8 o'clock, again, at the Meadowview Conference Resort and Convention Center in Kingsport, which is a pretty good venue, really. I mean, they've taken up big ballroom, put out a wooden floor, scoreboards on each end. I mean, it's pretty nice. You know, the crowd, there's pretty good seating for the crowd, too. Had a good crowd there last night, but even more tonight. They didn't play till 9:15 last night was tip-off. They had 8 games yesterday. So 9:15 last night's when Milligan played. And so tonight at 8 o'clock on a Friday night, I would expect to see a packed house in there for Milligan. A lot of orange and black. It's the local team against Reinhardt University. And so good luck to the Lady Buffs. And JC will join us a little bit later on. So will Ryan Presnell, baseball coach of Elizabethton. And Bryce Van Huss will join us with a preview of the Tennessee-Alabama game. Tomorrow, Tuscaloosa. Top 2 teams in the SEC going to do battle. Going to be a heck of a basketball game tomorrow night, and Bryce will give us a preview about that a little bit later on in the broadcast. Quick break. We'll take a look at Top 25 college basketball coming up next. We're here in studio on this Friday, March the 1st. In like a lamb or in like a lion. It's kind of cold out there and rainy, so, but it's not snow, it's not ice and all that stuff, so I don't know if you'd say lamb or lion, but it is March 1. Back with Top 25 college basketball next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is Pastor Fallow, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family. We want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior. But beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at PleasantBeachBaptist.com.
Talking to Dr. Justin Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates physical therapy services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. Mm-hmm. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher-ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Daly Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. And great folks at Physical Therapy Services. And back with the Tom Daly Sports Show. Thanks for being with us live in studio here again on this Food City Friday. Food City with a big sale going on today, of course. And they've got sales throughout the all the stores and all the chains, or the entire chain, I should say. So it's a big time, busy time for Food City, and we'll tell you more about that as the show unfolds here. Let's go back to top 25 college basketball from last night. 3 games, no upsets. 17th ranked St. Mary's beats Pepperdine 83-57. 19th ranked Washington State, a 3-point win over Southern Cal. And 23rd ranked Gonzaga, the Bulldogs, blew out San Francisco 83-68 in men's top 25 play. 2 tonight. 21st ranked Dayton, the Flyers will play at Loyola in Illinois. That'll be tonight for Dayton, 21st ranked. And 22nd ranked Utah State hosting Air Force Academy tonight in men's top 25 college basketball. Tomorrow, oh boy, busy day tomorrow. Top 10, who plays where? Let's run them down chronologically. The early game, 7th ranked Kansas will be at number 15 Baylor. Jayhawks got a hot and cold doing this right now for the season. We'll see what they do. They'll play at number 15 Baylor. The Bears obviously like nothing more than to upset them. 5th ranked Marquette will be at 12th ranked Creighton tomorrow. Good matchup there. Top 25 between Marquette and the Creighton Blue Jays. Also tomorrow, 8th ranked Iowa State will be at Central Florida. North Carolina at 4 o'clock tomorrow. The Tar Heels hosting North Carolina State, Chapel Hill, the Dean Dome. 10th ranked Duke hosting Virginia tomorrow night in Cameron Indoor. I'll be going on there tomorrow night for the Dukies. Then you go to the Biggie. Number 2 Purdue hosting Michigan State. That'll be a big one tomorrow night in West Lafayette. But tomorrow night, I think the big one, maybe the biggest one of the weekend. 4th ranked Tennessee at number 14 Alabama for first place in the Southeastern Conference. You look at Tennessee's schedule over the next week. They've got Alabama there tomorrow. Wednesday, they travel to South Carolina. And the Gamecocks are having a great season, needless to say. Number 18 in the country. They'll host Florida, 24th ranked Gators tomorrow. And then they'll wrap things up next Saturday a week when Kentucky comes to town. So at Alabama, at South Carolina, then Kentucky. So you're playing, at this point, number 14, number 18, number 16 in a row for Tennessee. Of course, they're 4th in the country. And to be the best, you got to play the best, and they certainly are. It's been a interesting season. Going to be a tough stretch down these next 3 games. 3 very, very good opponents starting tomorrow in Tuscaloosa tomorrow night against Alabama. 24th ranked Florida and 18th ranked South Carolina. 13th ranked Illinois plays at Wisconsin. Kentucky, the Wildcats, 16th ranked, will host Arkansas tomorrow afternoon at Rupp Arena. You have 11th ranked Auburn home to Mississippi State. 25th ranked South Florida will be at Charlotte. You have also 19th ranked Washington State hosting UCLA. And let's see, number 1 ranked team in the country. Oh, yes, they'll go to Oklahoma. Can the Sooners knock them off? The Houston Cougars are a really good basketball team. I look for them to make a lot of noise in March Madness. And 23rd ranked Gonzaga will be at number 17 St. Mary's tomorrow night in a matchup in top 25s out on the left coast. So you look at the SEC, you talk about a football conference, but you look, let's see, at South Carolina 18th, Florida 24th, Kentucky number 16, Auburn number 11. Let's see. Of course, Tennessee's number 4. We know that. I'm trying to think if there's any other teams in the SEC. Tennessee, Florida, South Carolina, Kentucky, Auburn. Yep. 5 teams are ranked. It's pretty impressive. So, let's see. Who's in the Big Ten? Illinois. Iowa State. Of course, Purdue. I think there was another one. Anyway, pretty good representation. The SEC got 5 teams in the top 25. Of course, Tennessee, the highest ranked, number 4 in the land, taking on Alabama. We'll talk to Bryce Van Huss about that later in the show as we're here again on this Friday, March the 1st in the studio here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Container Man, ContainerManTN.com. When you go to Container Man, go to their website, ContainerManTN.com. Spring cleaning. A lot of folks doing different things to spruce up around the home, around your business, around your church. And so all you got to do is go to the website, ContainerManTN.com. Get on there and buzz him. Get the phone number, give him a call. They'll bring the big container out and sit it where you want it. You fill it up at your leisure, whatever you want. It takes you 2 weeks or 2 days or 2 hours, whatever it takes. And then you turn around and call them. We'll come right back and haul it away for you. If you got to do it more than once, they'll just bring it back. And you keep filling it up. You call them, they'll haul it away. It's just that simple. ContainerManTN.com. They do a great job, and we appreciate George and folks letting us promote him and sponsor. He's as one of our sponsors, and he says he's very happy with what we're saying. People are telling him about it, and so we thank you for responding to what we talk about here on the show. In studio today, Diana joins us coming up here in a little while from Double C Western Supply. They've got a chance for you to do some fundraising. If you're out there with an organization going, I'm tired of selling cookie dough and Christmas paper and doing car washes, whatever other ways you guys have come up with out there in organizations to raise money for your particular organization, Double C Western Supply is going to give you a chance to work with them to raise money for your organization. It's real simple. She will tell you how that she told me yesterday, already got 2 groups lined up, ready to go. So it's very simple to do. All you've got to do is get a hold of Diana at Double C Western Supply, and she'll explain the details to you. But it's really cool. So you get a chance to raise money through Double C Western Supply for your nonprofit organization, which I think is a no-brainer. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. We will take a look at some more modifications to the college football playoffs. It's interesting. They continue to tweak it, and they are tweaking it because the SEC and the Big Ten Conference say, yeah, we want to control more of what's going on in postseason college football. And guess what? They will. Quick break. Right back after this from Northeast Community Credit Union on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tom Taylor Sports Show. Got a brand new product. Tell me what's going on.
We sure do. We have contactless Visa debit cards, and some of you all have been asking and wanting to know, when are you going to implement that? We are hitting the ground running. So right now you can get your free instant issue contactless debit cards at Northeast Community Credit Union, and that's just another form of payment. So you've got the mag strip on the back, you've got your contactless, invisible, what you want to call it, if you want to pay that way for tabless, or you've got your chip. So we're just staying up to date with all the things, and we listened to you. So you wanted that, and that's what we can provide. And we've implemented it with hard work, behind the scenes, a lot of teamwork, effort, and come get your contactless Visa debit card today.
Available now.
Yes.
At all locations. Our locations are?
They are in Roe Mountain. They are in Elizabethton, one in behind Elizabethton High School, our main office. And then we have one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, or BeMyCU.org.
And the magic main number is?
423-547-1200.
Brand new product from Northeast Community Credit Union. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. It's exciting Lady Cyclone Sectional Championship Basketball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Dr. John Minton and yours truly tomorrow night. It's the Sectional Championship as the Lady Cyclones travel to Cocke County to battle the Cocke County Lady Red. You win, it's on to the state tournament for the 3rd straight season. It's down to a 32-minute season. It all starts at 6:30 tomorrow night Audio only, the Lady Cyclones of Cobb County. Tomorrow night, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Lady Cyclones! Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show birthdays today. How about it? You know you're getting old. We are getting old, but you know you're getting old with Opie. Ron Howard from Andy Griffith is 70 today. How about that? You know you're getting old when Opie is 70 on this March 1st day. Roger Daltrey from the group The Who is 80 today. Justin Bieber's having a birthday. Let's see. Catherine Bach is from the Dukes of Hazzard. She's a birthday girl. She's 69 today. Doesn't look it. I'm sitting looking at a picture of her. She doesn't look it. So Justin Bieber is having a birthday. Let's see how old Justin Bieber is. He is 30 today. So there you go. Anybody else who would jump out at me? Opie is 70. That's enough for me. Good night. So can you imagine? I was watching some Andy the other day. It doesn't ever get old. That show just does not ever get old. I'm trying to see if anybody else down through here. Nope, doesn't look like it. So, scanning one more time. Nope. So, Justin Bieber is 30. Roger Daltrey, The Who, is 80. Catherine Bach of the Dukes of Hazzard is 69 today. And, as we said, Ron Howard Opie from Andy Griffith is 70. So, and hello, Rick Ranson down in Pensacola. How you doing, sir? What's the weather like down there today? It's cold. It's rainy. It's not cold, but it's damp and cool. How about that? 42. Cold's all we have background Christmas down around 0. So we ain't cold, but we're cool, and it's 42. So what's it going on? What's like, and what's going on down in Pensacola right now, the weather-wise? Love to know. All right, Power Brokers in college football continue to flex their muscles. That would be the SEC and the Big Ten. The two leagues are lobbying for the guaranteed buys now. There we go. Now we're going to get down to, hello, Kathy Paris. Love that Opie married his high school sweetheart like she did. Well, congratulations to you, and congratulations to Opie. So, Ron Howard, that's cool. So the SEC and the Big Ten say, you know, I've told you this for 2 weeks. They're going to continue to flex their muscles because they got the leverage to do it. NCAA can't do a whole lot about this bunch. I'm just telling you, this group. They have the power. They've got the leverage. They got the 34 of the top schools in America in these two conferences. They've got the media rights. They know the attractiveness of these 34 schools will get the attention of Fox or ESPN or anybody that's televised these games. No question. And they know that. So what they want, they're going to get. And if they don't, they've already said in so much words that we can break off and have our own super conference, and they can. And I've already talked about that could be a possibility down the road. But for now, they're trying to play nice in the sandbox called the NCAA. So the Big Ten and the SEC are currently pushing for a 14-team playoff that would not only guarantee 3 automatic bids for each of those two conferences, but also reserve the format's 2 first-round buys for each league's respective champion. The SEC will get a bye, the Big Ten get a bye, and then each of the 2 conferences will have 3 teams in it. It's a 3-3-2-2-1 model. 2 bids to the ACC schools and 2 to the Big 12, and 1 to the highest-ranking group of 5. The 3 remaining at-large berths would be divided among the next highest-ranked teams. So, again, they continue to pound the drum. I'm just telling you, sitting here on March 1st, you can mark it out. They're going to get what they want. They've got too much leverage, as I said. They got too much money. They got too much power. NCAA is powerless against these 2 groups, and they know that, and the NCAA knows that. They're all trying to play nice. As I said, in the sandbox, we're sharing each other's toys. But at some point, they're going to say, we're going to get what we're going to get. And that's pretty much what they can continue to say. They've been at the table now for, a week, trying to come up with the playoff model for 2026 and beyond. The next 2 years are settled. They've gone from 4 to 12 to next year, or this year, and the year 2025. So later on this year will be a 12-team format. And next year, 2025, a 12-team format. Then after that, we're going to this 3-3-2-2-1 model. which is what they want. And so they want the SEC and the Big Ten to each get the regular season champion a first round bye. Well, then you would think, I would think, if I'm in the ACC and the Big 12 going, wait a minute, how come they get automatic buys and we don't? Because they got more bullets in their gun than you do. They got more power, flexibility, use the adjective, whatever you want to call it. And that's where we are here. So that's one of multiple models on the table. And a final deal is a ways off, but I don't think it's a ways off. I think what they want, they're going to get. I've said that, continue to say it, and I'm right. You wait and see. Because they have said, as I've said repeatedly, that they will get what they want or they'll break off and do their own thing. And the NCAA will, I still say this will be, eventually the NCAA, it'll be the superpower conference, the SEC, and the Big Ten. They're going to be up here by themselves, and everybody else will be down here for the rest of the NCAA. That's just what I think. So what do you have to base on? Just watching things unfold here. They've got it, and they're telling you they've got it, and they've gotten pretty in your face about it at this point. First, they kind of hinted around the last couple of years, and all of a sudden it's like, we've got it. We're going to do it how we want to do it. So you can play our way or not. So the other caveat out there sitting around still is looming is Florida State. That would completely reconfigure the ACC. Florida State still pounding their drum. They would like to get out of the ACC and get into this conference. So, or conference as either the Big Ten or the SEC. I don't know which one would take them at this point because the numbers are even in both leagues. But Florida State has some star power, to say the least. Got a lot of star power. And so that would be another, certainly a feather in the cap of the SEC or the Big Ten to bring them in. And they have said repeatedly, and now their drum's getting pounded louder and louder over the last couple of weeks. They see all this unfolding, all this money starting to funnel towards those two conferences, and they say, we want a piece of the pie too. So we'll see. Florida State continues to say, we want to play with the big boys in the big boy sandbox because we want the big boy money. We'll see. Tom Taylor Sports Show, quick break. We'll be right back. She'll join us, Diana from Double C Western Supply, see what's going on there, and a chance for you all to raise money for your organization, nonprofit, through Double C Western Supply. It's a pretty cool thing. She'll tell you about it next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. One of our great sponsors, Kristen Cannon from Cannon Furniture here in downtown Elizabethton. Why Cannon Furniture? A lot of stores out there, furniture stores. Why Cannon Furniture?
We are one of the only local, family-owned, family-run furniture stores. We carry a large variety of manufacturers. We can be your one-stop shop, furniture, bedding, grilling, accessories. We have it all here and also do special orders. So if you can't find it, we can order it.
The beauty of being a mom and pop store, it's pretty cool because you're local and it starts and stops right here, right?
It does. Like any of their local stores, you can call us, speak to a real person. One of us will be answering the phone, not a robot. Same thing when you come in to shop, you're not just a number to us. One of our kids probably plays sports with your kids or goes to church with you or know your neighbor. So it's a good community store. We sponsor a lot of programs in the community. So when you help us, we help you, and we're all a big family.
Very good point. Hours are open?
We are open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 5.
And where do we find you on social media?
You find us on Facebook at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Same thing on Instagram.
And the phone number is?
423-543-6937.
One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Kristen Cannon and the kids here at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, let's go to the phone. She's there, the owner of Double C Western Supply, Miss Diana, again from Double C. Good morning, young lady. How are
Good
you?
morning. Well, I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for checking in
Good.
with us. So let's
Yeah, thanks for having us.
absolutely. She's going to do it a couple of times today. The show's brought to you by Double C. So let's start. You have an opportunity, folks out there, nonprofit organizations. They're tired of selling cookie dough. They're tired of selling wrapping paper and car
You
washes.
got it.
And here's a way for
Yes.
them to get earn some money through Double C. Tell me how this works.
Yeah, it is. So this is something new that we've started. Actually, we've got a couple booked already. We haven't done our first one yet. Our first one is scheduled for March 14th. But basically what we do is we will give whatever organization would like to partner with us. Of course, it needs to be some type of organization. Can't just be an individual, but any kind of organization can partner. And what we do is we donate a percentage of the sales for the entire day.
Wow.
So, yeah, so it's a great way to not have to do those fundraising efforts where you're selling, like you said, donuts and popcorn and all that kind of thing. You can promote to your people. You can say, we are doing this today. You can go in and shop. All part of the proceeds that are spent in there on a given day will be given back to whatever organization it may be, whether it's a baseball team, a charity event, anything that would maybe need a fundraising opportunity, we are open for.
That's awesome. So how do we find out? Or you've told us how to do it, but how do we just get a hold of you and you work it out?
Just get a hold of us. You can call us at the store. We'll get you on the schedule. Also, we will get a flyer put together for you, an email you can send out to your people. We'll kind of do the hard work for you. So all that you have to do is post and promote and word of mouth and just get it out there. So if this is something you're interested in doing, you can contact us. We'll give you more details, more of the breakdown. You can get up to 25% back for your organization in funding for that. So, yeah, just if you want to just contact us, we can be in touch. We can find a date. We do these on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And then it's the whole day. Like I've had people ask now, do they have to mention that they're with our organization? No. So if it's somebody that comes in that day, was just planning on shopping anyway, their percentage will also go to your association or organization, whichever. So it's not just the people that you send in, it's the entire day's purchase.
Wow, you can't beat that.
Yeah. Is that making sense?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if I'm
That makes it very
okay,
easy.
good.
So anybody comes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
basically,
It's a really easy plan for those that need to make a little extra money for a organization. Really, I mean, the hard work is, there's no hard work there. You know, we just advertise it. I'll do the hard work. I get all the stuff together. We get the flyer. We get all that ready for you. We send that to you. We'll advertise it. The organization will advertise it, and then they can bring their people in, and basically you'll just get a return for helping us promote as well as promoting you guys.
yeah, it's a win-win for everybody. We're talking to Diana again from Double C Western Supply. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
and you've already got 2 groups signed up to do this, correct?
We do. We've got March 14th booked, and we also have, I believe it's the 28th booked. One is for St. Jude's and one is for another organization for like those. I can't remember the exact name, but it's for those like doing sign language and such like that. So, I mean, it's a great way to give back to the community, we feel like, too.
Absolutely. So it's a win-win
Yeah.
for everybody. We're talking to Diane from Double C. She sponsors the Double C 3. So you got some new arrivals coming in, some new clothing. Tell me about
We
that.
do. We sure do. We've got some Ariat clothing coming in, quite a bit of that. We've also got some new shoes coming in, new boots from Ariat. We've got just all kinds of new arrivals that's coming in. A lot of children's clothing also came in. So, spring is coming, so it's the new stuff's coming also. We've got some pretty dresses for Easter, which is a good thing. We also got in some cute little Western-styled suit coats for the little boys for Easter as well. So a lot of new arrivals to choose from for the springtime coming up.
Absolutely. So you can check it out on the website too, right?
Sure can, doublecwestern.com.
Yep. And so new arrivals coming in with Ariat. You got some new Chacos that have come in. And so summertime and springtime,
Chacos.
right around the corner, obviously.
Yep.
And new boots. Got some new boots, new George Strait shirts, a little bit of everything coming in new.
A little bit of everything. Sure do. You got it.
Well, I'll check back in with you next hour. We'll talk some more
Okay,
about
Tom.
you. You got an after hours event
Wonderful.
coming up in March. We'll talk about that too.
Yes. Wonderful. Sounds great.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yep. Talk to you then. Good job. Thanks.
Thank you.
Diane again from Double C Western Supply with us here. I appreciate her very much. And of course, she had a little fella there with her. But again, that is really, that's a no-brainer, because what she's basically going to do is turn her store over to you for the day in terms of sales. So you don't have to go in and say we're part of this group. Anybody comes in, even if they don't even know there's a promotion going on. If somebody just comes in and shops and buy, it's he's not happy. So let's bless his heart. He's not happy. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll talk more about it right after this from Northeast Community Credit Union on the Tom Daly Sports Show.
At Northeast Community Credit Union, we know the importance of taking care of your family and building our community. Are you remodeling your home, trading cars for your next road trip, or maybe you're considering an in-ground pool or a boat for the lake? Our loans are easy, fast, and convenient with the lowest payments around. Act now before rates go up. Apply online at bmycu.org, call us, or come see us in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Rome Mountain. We have the loan you need.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything: cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy, where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them. It's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
And back on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Hello to Steve Shipley. Hello to TJ Little. Hello, Coach. How you doing, Becky and Kingsport? So again, as we were saying, Double C, that's a no-brainer. Really. You go in and you, for the day, again, pick the day that you can sponsor this. You go in and everybody comes through the store, you're going to get a cut. So it's not like some of these places you go and say, well, you got to have a voucher that says I'm here for such and such organization, which I understand. But with Double C, everybody comes through, you're going to get a cut of whatever they buy. That's a no-brainer, really. A nonprofit would, you don't do any of the work. She's going to put it out on her Facebook page, and she's going to do the flyers for you. And all you have to do is come in there and shop. That's really smart. That's a no-brainer, again, for a nonprofit, because how many people get tired of beating up their neighbors and beating up their friends and their coworkers for an endless stream of cookie dough, wrapping paper, popcorn, those little restaurant cards, and they're all okay. They're all good, but I couldn't even tell you. I bought some of those restaurant cards. I don't even know where they are. I just put them. I'll use them one of these days, and I never use them. I can't read the print. It's too small. I just do it to help out the cause. But, your money is, money's hard to come by, and so it's, you work hard for it, I should say. And so if you want to, do something different, I think that'd be the way to go. Go in and shop at Double C, and a percentage of what you purchase, you don't even see it or anything. It just goes right to them as the organization. Can't beat that. NASCAR racing tonight. Truck race in Las Vegas, the Victorious Voice Foundation 200. They'll drop the green flag at 9 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow, the Xfinity Series, the Luana. That'll be tomorrow. That'll be at 5 o'clock in Vegas. And then on Sunday, the Pennzoil 400. They'll drop the green flag on that one at 3:30 on Sunday. So that's what's going on in NASCAR. March Madness, it is here. Number one, who do you think is going to be the number one seed? Let's see who they say here. They've got Purdue, UConn. They don't even mention Tennessee. They should be mentioning Tennessee. Let me tell you what, if Tennessee can come through this next, 3-game stretch, Alabama, South Carolina, Kentucky, they get through that. Plus, they got the SEC tournament. I know that's a grind too, but I just think that they should very much be considered as the number one seed in the country. They got to prove it. It'll start tomorrow at Tuscaloosa. Bryce Van Huss will join us coming up in about a half hour with an update on that. And so, or a preview, not an update, but a preview. Tennessee and Alabama, the top two teams in the league, will square off again coming up tomorrow night, isn't it? Tomorrow night in Tuscaloosa. Let's see. Tip off at, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. 14th ranked Alabama, number 4 ranked Tennessee. Connect, man, was he on fire the other night? 39 points for Dalton Connect. Unbelievable what he pulled off the other night. Tennessee and Alabama top of the league right now, 12-3. South Carolina 11-4. Auburn and Kentucky and Florida right there in the Pac-2, and a three-way tie at 10-5. So Tennessee and Alabama 12-3 tomorrow night. They'll square off again in Tuscaloosa. Then you get into South Carolina at 11-4. They'll play them Wednesday in Columbia. Then you come back and play Kentucky, who's 10-5. You'll play them next Saturday a week at the Food City Center in Knoxville. So there you go. So I got a crazy story here too. This is nuts. There's a lot of nuts stories, but this is nuts. This is a microcosm before we got J.C. Jenkins coming up next. Young lady who's for the third year in a row on the all-conference of the Appalachian Athletic Conference from Gray. She plays in Milligan. They won last night. They're playing Reinhardt tonight in the semifinals of Meadowview. And so J.C. Jenkins, an incredible talent. I told her the other day on the show, she was our player of the game in the game last Saturday. I said, ma'am, you just remind me of Larry Bird. Everybody reminds me of Larry Bird. No, that's not the case, but she does. Never shows any emotion. Just plays and plays well, and again continues to lead the team in multiple categories. And so J.C. Jenkins will be our guest coming up here in just a few minutes. Also, Ryan Presnell next hour talking Cyclone baseball. At the bottom of the hour, we'll have Bryce Van Huss talking again with the preview of the Tennessee-Alabama game. Now, here is a microcosm of our society. At the game last night, talking to a couple of officials who remain anonymous, we were talking about how unruly the crowds are getting in high school basketball, and of course in college and pro. It's across the board. Here's my take. If you take the Lord out of our society, what do you expect? And the rules and regs. It's, there's the old movie line out of, what was it, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The inmates are taking over the asylum. I mean, when you take the Lord out of our society, what do you expect? So anyway, here's the story. For more than 25 years, Philadelphia Philly fans have considered Dollar Hot Dog Night among the best ballpark promotions. It's gone. They're taking it away. They ended the promotion on Thursday in a decision to replace Dollar Dogs on select dates with a 2-for-1 deal. What was not positive about Dog Dollar Nights? Now listen to this. This is in Philadelphia. Philly fans would begin throwing their favorite hot dogs down on the field. And then they'd get mad and they started throwing at each other in the stands. So there's food fights in the stands. So this article says, I wasn't there, but I'm reading this. Has to be something because they've canceled dollar hot dog nights at Philadelphia Philly ball games. It's nuts. So the demand for the discount dogs also led to clogged lanes on the concourse, leading to security and safety concerns. April 11th last season turned into a Philly food fight when fans, largely good-natured, started throwing their hot dogs in several sections, leading to multiple ejections. These are grown adults, for heaven's sakes. Are you kidding me? God. I got a picture of them here. They are based on the organization's ongoing commitment to provide a positive experience for all fans in attendance. They started throwing these hot dogs at each other. It's embarrassing. It's funny, but it's embarrassing. These are grown-ups, for crying out loud. I guess there's some kids in there, too. But the picture I see here is grown-ups. They're throwing hot dogs in the stands at each other. It wasn't just throwing, says the senior vice president of Philadelphia Philly ticket operations. It's the concourse, the crowds, everybody being at the same X amount of stands. But the throwing of the hot dogs was a tipping point. So the Phillies have said, no, we're not going to do this anymore. So let's see. They keep talking about how all the different kind of success they've had down through the years with the promotion. But again, the Rangers, by the way, they sell dollar dogs at every Wednesday home game. Minnesota Twins have a dollar dog deal at each Tuesday home game. Kansas City Royals are among the teams that still offer low-cost hot dogs. The Phillies said, man, we're not going to do this anymore. So, amazing. Amazing. Well, it's sad is what it is. So, anyway, the Phillies tried this 27 years ago, and they're trying to get folks at Veterans Stadium to try and boost ticket sales and otherwise off in the game night, and we get that, trying to get folks in the stands. I understand that. But, again, they started throwing hot dogs at each other in the stands. That's so pitiful. Is that not pitiful? I mean, think about it. I can understand kids at school doing it, I think, to a point. But grown-ups in the stands at Philly game at Citizens Bank Park, they had to cut it out because they were throwing hot dogs at each other. Lord have mercy. April 11th last season, a Philly food fight when fans, largely good-natured, well, I don't know how good-natured you'd be if you get hit with a hot dog, had ketchup, mustard on it all over your shirt. I can see some lady having her blouse splattered with ketchup, mustard, and relish. So it was good-natured to a point. But when you get hit with a flying hot dog, it's covered in, some kind of a condiment, mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, relish, chili, wouldn't think it'd go over too good. If you come to the ball game and, a man's in there with a suit and coat and tie on, he gets walloped with a hot dog covered in stuff, I can't imagine that going over too good. How would that work for you if you got hit with a flying hot dog at a ball game? Or your kid got pounded with a hot dog? I would think there'd be some recourse. So, anyway, sad but true, as they say. The dollar dog night of Philly ball games are kaput. There you go. All right, quick break. J.C. Jenkins. This young lady is a phenomenal athlete. I don't know how many words I'll get out of her. She don't talk much. She lets her talking on the court do all the talking. But she's a phenomenal talent. Milligan's into the quarterfinals of the championship. And so we'll talk to actually the semifinals, not the quarterfinals. It'd be the semis, wouldn't it? Tomorrow's the championships. I would think today's the semis. Anyway, we're going to talk to her next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show in studio today, brought to you by the good folks from Double C Western Supply. And we'll take a break. We'll be right back after this. We'll line her up and get her ready to go here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And again, with Double C Western Supply, a lot of Western stores out there. What do you feel like separates Double C from all the other competition?
I feel like there's a lot of things that separate us. Our customer service, I feel like we help our customers very well. I feel like we're very friendly, and at least we try to be. We strive to be a friendly, family-based business. I also feel like our prices are very good. I feel like we try to keep our prices and our merchandise to a point that the whole family can shop here. And I mean, some things do have to be a little more expensive just because of the nature, but I feel like we try to keep our prices down low enough. And just we're always just striving to get the next newest merchandise, the best merchandise that we can for them, and just we just try our best to do the best we can all the time. So I feel like, mainly that our customer service and our prices kind of differentiate us.
There you go.
Yeah.
Double C Western Supply on Railroad Street in Elizabeth. And again, social media, they're there, and also the website, doublecwestern.com. So, proud sponsor of the show, Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Miss Diane and the great folks at Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. Amazon doesn't sponsor your ball teams, but Double C Western Supply does. Readers are winners. Hi, this is Tom Taylor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I'm a huge proponent on the importance of reading. I firmly believe it's the key to being successful, being the best reader you can be. And so in partnership with Elizabethton City Schools and the Betsy Book Bus, it's the Readers are Winners Reading Challenge. At the end of this 9 weeks, the top 50 readers based on minutes read from each of the 3 elementary schools, East Side, Harold McCormick, West Side, will get and win Tom Taylor Sports Show Readers are Winners t-shirts, plus be featured on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Reading is so important. In fact, Walt Disney said, it is books that are the key to the wide world. If you can't do anything else, read all that you can. Albert Einstein said, if you're going to get anywhere in life, you have to read a lot of books. And Margaret Fuller simply said, today a reader, tomorrow a leader. It's the Readers are Winners Book Challenge on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Elizabethton City Schools, and the Betsy Book Bus. Here's some folks who also believe in the importance of reading. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, making contact with JC. Carl Wilson says North Carolina all the way is the number 1 seed. All right. We'll see. They won, by the way, Milligan won last night, 61-46, are now 23-6. Will play Reinhardt for the in the next round of the AAC tournament being played at, again, Meadowview in Kingsport. So let's go back up here and check this out. I want to see what they've got to say on the old NCAA March Madness, who the number 1 seeds are. And let's see. Who projects the number 1 overall seed? Everybody says Houston, maybe UConn, maybe Purdue. Carl says North Carolina. I say Tennessee if they can keep winning. So does Zach Edey have the Player of the Year wrapped up? I don't know. The guy's averaging 24 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 block shots a game. It's pretty impressive. So is he a lock for it? I'm not sure who else is out there, but so who will be the 4th number 1 seed, they say? Well, here's a guy that says, yeah, we think Tennessee can be that 4th seed. Purdue, UConn, Houston, and Tennessee. Carl says North Carolina. So, yeah, Linda says ridiculous. It is. They're stopping the promotion because the fans were throwing hot dogs at each other in the stands. unbelievable. It's like romper room. So let's see. They're talking about Dalton Connect, what he's been doing. We'll see what Alabama has for him tomorrow. So 39 points against Auburn. He's averaging 21 points on the season. But in his last 14 games, Dalton Connect's averaging 27 points a game. Wow. This guy's awesome. He's a gym rat. Bryce will tell you, and we'll get him on the air here at the bottom of the hour, he will tell you that this guy is in the gym all the time, putting in the time. People always say, oh, gosh, how did he get so good? Well, because they put in the time. It's the name of the game. You got to put in the time. You know, you get out of what you put into it. Dalton Connect's in there all the time, shooting. Getting one more shot. Let me see if I can get one more shot. We used to call those gym rats. Just sneak in any way you can. Of course, he's not going to sneak in at the Food City Center. Just one more shot. Just one more shot. Want to get one more. So, anyway, you've got some pretty good conference races winding down, too. So, you have, of course, the Big Ten, SEC, big game tomorrow night. We'll talk about that at the bottom of the hour. And so, you know, they all got some pretty good races inside the conferences, the ACC, certainly the SEC, the Big Ten. So, everything pointing towards March Madness. So, all right, here's the question, and I'll ponder this, and we'll go to the break and get Coach Presnell and talking Cyclone baseball. All right, they want to stop court storming. All right, it sounds good in theory. How are you going to do it? I mean, are these arenas going to continue to hire more and more security, which I guess they can, but somebody's got to pay for it. Where's that money going to come from? Well, it's colleges. They've got money. Well, they do. They got a lot of money. Most of these colleges do, but and universities. But, you know, how do you stop court storming? I don't know that you can. Now, you can punish and penalize the school, and they do. But as far as the individuals, I don't see how they do that. I mean, I don't see how you can keep – I mean, the court is where it is, obviously, in a university arena. And so they just come down on the court. You'd have to line them up all the way around. I'm talking about security, to not let these folks storm the floor. And it's a student section, I guess. I mean, I'm not there, but I'm assuming it's a student section. But I'm sure there's parents out there, too, just grown-ups in general out there, you know, enjoying the moment and the big upset on your home floor. So they talk about court storming. How are you going to stop it? I don't know how you're going to stop it, to be honest with you. So you can't arrest everybody who comes out on the court. And you can, I don't think, logistically ring it. I guess you could ring it with officers and say you're not going on the floor. I guess you can do that. A lot of manpower, and that's a lot of expense, but I guess it'd be worth it. The kid from Duke who said he says he got hurt. You know, I watched that 2 or 3 times. It was wrong what happened. It didn't look like to me. I watched it about 7 or 8 times, kept thinking, okay, I'm going to be very subjective here and look at this. But I just didn't look like to me they went for him intentionally. They were on the court, storming the court. They were cheering. They were going bananas over this, the Wake Forest team, Wake Forest fans. But did he get hurt? Yeah. I mean, was it unfortunate? Oh, very much so. Was it intentional? I mean, it's a bunch of people out there were flying around. You know, I don't know if they went, let's go stomp this guy. Maybe they did. I don't know. I'm putting myself as a college kid back in the day. We're storming the court. It's, you know, a Saturday ball game, whenever it was. I guess it was a Saturday ball game. We've won. We've upset them. We're all, you know, going to have a good time. We're going to go out somewhere after the game and celebrate. And we're storming the court. And in my mind, I guess people do, and maybe I'm just too naive. I can't imagine me going out the court and going, there's a Duke guy. Let's go stomp him. I don't, and maybe people do. I just thought he got hurt. It's unfortunate. It needs to be fixed. Good luck trying to do it, but was it intentional? I didn't think so, but that's just me. I've seen other things that have been much more intentional and more blatant, and I didn't think that was, but, you know, it's easier for me telling him that. He's the one who got hurt, but so, and he's still playing. He came back he played the other night, so it's not like he's out indefinitely with an injury, so I don't know. But the court storming, I don't know how you fix that. Maybe Presnell knows. We'll take a break. We'll ask him. He joins us next. He has no problem telling me anything about anything. So I love having a guy on the show. Back next, we'll check in with Cyclone baseball coach Ryan Presnell. He joins us bottom of the hour. Bryce Fenus. And also going to be trying to hook back up with J.C. Jenkins, try to get her on the show. I know she's in class, and so we're trying to juggle here to do that. That's what you have when you have a live show, but we hope to have him. Nico Ashley's due to be with us on the show, too, here in a few minutes. So We got a full show. We'll probably run over 1 o'clock today, and that's okay. We got them loaded up and talking sports. So Nico's to join us from Lee's McRae, basketball player who can jump absolutely out of the gym. We used to call him Pogo Stick. And I looked at him last night. I saw him at the ball game. His ankles are about this big. And I'm thinking, good Lord. I mean, you think somebody could jump like he can jump and have big, thick ankles. And no, he's got little skinny legs and bing, Pogo Stick. He can play. And so, anyway, we'll talk to him. Ryan Presnell next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. On our buddy Joseph Taylor, Ivy Hall Nursing Home. What's going on at Ivy Hall right now?
Yes, sir. Ivy Hall, we're accepting long-term or short-term admissions. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, all insurances. We'd love to have you. You come out, you need some rehab, we'd love to help you. We got private rooms for rehab people. We can get you in, take care of you, send you home, and the food is absolutely out of this world.
Types of rehab you guys do?
Yes, sir. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, respiratory therapy, and like I said, short-term or long-term residents. Yes, sir.
Yep. You also are looking for help?
Yes. I'm looking for RNs, LPNs, CNAs. If you want to be a housekeeper, laundry, kitchen, we're hiring. All departments are hiring at Ivy Hall.
Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Social media, how do we find you?
Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or ivyhallnursinghome.com is where you go to fill out an application to work.
Love promoting these folks right here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. It is the one and only right here in Elizabethton, Ivy Hall Nursing Home. In Port Travis Deli, it's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. White dark bread, we've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami, make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad, some pickles and eggs. You know, if you just want a snack, some people just like to snack at the ball game, don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need.
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading to the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
10 or 15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent, excellent opportunity to come by and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Travis Deli at 543-6128, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's go to the phone. He's there, our buddy, the head baseball coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones. We've got Cyclone baseball coming up 2 or 3 weeks. I think we'll crank it up. I think it's our first broadcast, the 18th at Unicoi County. Then opening night will be the 19th. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Good. I hope you're enjoying this fine baseball weather out there. I feel like we have this talk every year.
Whack, whack, whack. You got it. So just kind of backstroking the first base. But once we get it going, it's going to be great. The beauty of playing at home this year, unlike other years in the past, we have artificial turf that will cut down. That really will cut down on cancellations, won't it? Base, really, as long as the outfield's in decent shape, we can play ball, can't we?
Yeah, absolutely. You need, I always say, about 15 to, more like 30 minutes for the infield itself to drain, and you're playing. So you just got to find that window to do it. But we're excited about it. Very thankful to Boyd, the city, and the school system for hooking us up with that. I mean, it's already going to change, and there's practices and games we'll get in, and a lot of days in the winter, when it's warm outside, but you've had snow or rain the day before, and now it doesn't matter. So it's going to make us better. I know that.
Absolutely. We're going to get into baseball in just a second. I want to get your take. You're a big sports guy. We talked about this a little bit off there. Court storming. I told everybody going to the break, I said, he'll have the answer. I don't have the answer, but Coach Presnell will have the answer. Court storming. They're storming the court all over these places now. They want to cut it out. So, to me, you tell me, used to be, in a position where you could, in law enforcement back in the day, to me, it's easier said than done. How do you curtail or stop court storming at a college basketball game? Or do
Well,
you?
you do it one of two ways. By the way, I think it stinks, man. I'm a big sports fan myself, and I don't want to be a part of the game, and that's what's frustrating is they're doing it so quickly that the other teams don't even have time to get off the court, and they just want to be a part of it, And sometimes is it appropriate? I guess. I mean, you win a national championship, but it's just now it's like, well, if you beat a ranked team on a Tuesday night, let's storm the court and cause chaos. I mean, I think it's become a thing now where player safety is absolutely a problem. Official safety, what's to keep somebody from, rabbit punching an official that made some bad calls in the game, like it's not safe anymore. And so I think you got to go about it one of two ways is one, start charging these people with trespassing. You've got all these cameras out there. Most of these folks are probably students at that university. They can check and see who these people are with facial recognition software and charge them with trespassing. I mean, everybody knows you can't go on a court or a field. Like you just can't just do that, like I don't know. And then, second thing is fine them. If you really don't like it that much, fine the university. Guess what? They'll hire some off-duty police officers who will secure that field, that court, whatever it is. And I look back to when Tennessee beat Alabama, and people went on the field. Everybody held off. It seemed to me that they held off until the players left, and then the fans went on the field. I don't know if it was organized, but it seemed kind of harmless. But then you see what happened to the Duke player. I mean, how unfair is that? And I know it looked to me like he may have, tried to trip somebody and then somebody got into him. It just goes to show you, like, there's no place for fans to be that close to guys who just competed their hearts out. And it's so emotional that it's going to cause an issue like that. So, you look at it at this point, you just know it's something needs to be done, You can't just say, don't do that and expect 18, 19-year-olds not to do that.
That's it.
So, to me, you got to charge them with something. You got to find the university to where they actually hire security that can handle something like that and get it. It just got to stop. It's absolutely got to stop.
We're talking to Coach President. One more topic, and we'll get back to Betsy baseball. Now, I had this one on the show yesterday. I think it's going to be a clubhouse disaster, but Jackson Dart, the quarterback for Ole Miss, has signed a name, image, and likeness contract, for lack of a better term, with Nicholas Air. What does that mean? That means he's going to be flying private jet to the Ole Miss football games if he wants to. So you're in that locker room. You played football in college. I was around college athletes when I was doing their ball games, so still am to a point. I would think that old Ryan Presley will get on that jet and fly over there to that ball game, and I got to ride that bus or ride something or ride with all the other team. I would think, tell me if I'm wrong, and if I am, I would think it would cause somewhat of some locker room jealousy because the haves have it and the have-nots don't. Would that be? You think it'll be a problem, or am I wrong?
If my guy's not traveling with the team and traveling with the team is part of the fun, I would hate to have missed out on that time on the bus with my teammates. I mean, that's where we bonded. That's where we really became lifelong friends. And so I'd hate to take that from my life. But, it just goes to show, like you said, the offensive lineman, his NIL deal is, peas and carrots compared to what, the quarterback's getting. But you also have the same thing in the NFL. There's players in the locker room that are making millions and there's guys making the league minimum. There's just got to be rules on this thing. I mean, it's the wild, wild west. And you can't stop these guys from making a living, but just like any other profession, there's going to be laws and limits and regulation. And so I think stuff like this has just got to be regulated to where, and I think Nick Saban's been the most interesting person that we could talk to about this because he's out of the profession now, and now he's speaking freely about it. His opinion means a lot. The things that he's saying that's out of control. I was good at it. He's even said that I was really good at it, but it's out of control and we got to do something. I think it just goes back to what you and I always say is that if we're really counting on this to be amateur athletics, I think we're fooling ourselves because it's just not anymore. I mean, it's the minor leagues and these people are, and you can't blame the kids and say, well, you shouldn't do that. Well, if somebody was going to hand you a $3 million check, what would you do? Secure your financial future or just say, well, I'm going to play I'm gonna I'm gonna play Mr. Nice Guy and turn that down and prove a point to everybody, and then break your leg next year and you're out $3 million. I mean, we can't blame the kids. I mean, they have a right to do this. So I just think if you're going to continue to associate athletics with universities and call it amateur athletics, then you're going to have to add regulation to it. And I don't know what that looks like because, again, these kids have rights just like any other employee does of the university. Because let's be honest, they're making the university millions and millions of dollars in these Power 5 conferences. So it's really interesting to see where it's going to go. I think it's going to be in the courts for a while, and I don't think you've got a quick solution coming anytime soon. So I like you. I love college sports. I love the amateur feel of it, but I'll just be honest, I think that's going to be a thing of the past. That's going to be our parents' college athletics, and our kids' college athletics is just not going to look the way we got to see it back in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
That's why I love high school sports, high school baseball. Love it. We'll be doing it starting in a couple of weeks. Tell me about Betsy Baseball. What's the latest?
Well, just going through the preseason right now. We were supposed to scrimmage either yesterday or today, but obviously that's going to be a no-go even with turf. So we're moving a scrimmage down to Morristown West on Monday, and then we'll be scrimmaging Cherokee on Tuesday. Still not sure the location on that. So just trying to get guys out right now and see as much live action as they can. It gets really hard. Their TSSAA is going to add, I believe, 8 practice units to our schedule in the fall, where we can pick good winter days for us, because we're not going to do fall practice before our football guys get there, because that's half our team. So we'll be able to pick 8 days probably in December where we can get out on the field and give these guys some live action in order to try to develop them. But it just gets hard this time of year to develop guys. I mean, it's really frustrating, but we do it every year, and we've got good plans, and we deal with it the best we can. And first couple of weeks can be kind of rough. A lot of lineup moving around, a lot of guys struggling, a lot of guys having success. And it doesn't always look at the end of the year the way it does at the beginning of the year, which is part of the fun. But yeah, we're just trying to find ways to keep them active, keep them moving in this bad weather. But luckily next week looks pretty good, and hopefully we can get some of that.
One of your former players is going to be on the show a little bit later on, Nico Ashley, who's a great basketball player at Leeds McRae. Saw him last night. He says, "You know what, Mr. Taylor?" He says, "I miss baseball a lot." I said, "Nico, you were a pretty good outfielder back in the day, sir." So he misses his days of playing baseball, but he's a heck of a basketball athlete. But, yep, our Cyclone baseball coverage starts on the 18th, or actually the 19th on opening night. No, it's on the 18th at Unicoi. They'll come back and play Unicoi County opening night at the stadium. Got some promotions coming up this year. Very excited about it. So we'll keep you posted about our baseball and softball coverage in the spring. So we'll be doing some softball and baseball has off nights, which ain't many, because you guys are busy. I think we're doing, 20 games plus the tournament. So it'll be here before you know it. We're excited about it. I know you can go back to class. I appreciate your time, sir, and we'll talk soon, and go Cyclones.
Cyclone pride, Tom.
You got it, sir. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Good man right there, our buddy Coach Ryan Presnell, head baseball coach of the Betsy baseball team. And so he said, you got to get back to class, and I totally get that. We've got to take a break, and we've got to get on with Bryce Van Huss. He joins us next. Nico Ashley, next half hour. Got Nico Ashley. J.C. Jenkins said, I got out of class, I want to talk. I said, okay. We got Diana coming back with us as well. So we got a full slate coming up the next 30 minutes. We got to get that way, and we'll do that right after this break. Bryce Van Huss joins us next. Preview of the biggest game in the Southeastern Conference tomorrow. Ooh, baby. 2 number ones at 12-3. Tennessee, 12-3 Alabama. Vols ranked 4th in the country. Alabama 14th in Tuscaloosa. You're talking about a hostile environment. You're talking about being intense tomorrow. It will be intense, no question. When the Volunteers take the floor at Tuscaloosa, they better be thick-skinned, because they're going to be rocking and rolling, and that's the way it should be. I mean, I get that. I totally understand. Hello, Kathy Lyles. Thank you, ma'am, for the chocolate-covered, sugar-free peanuts you brought me back from Buc-ee's. I loved it. They're gone. So didn't take long. Big old glass of milk and some peanuts from Buc-ee's, chocolate-covered, sugar-free peanuts. Man, they were good. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Quick break. Back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
My name is Michael Vance, Vice President of Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Advanced Heat Pump Systems has been open and providing service for over 35 years. The services we provide are installation and service of home heating and cooling systems. Our company's goal is to provide quality service for our customers. The reason you should hire Advanced Heat Pump Systems is because we offer a dependable, quality, trained technician to service your heating and air conditioning.
Start thinking stains and painting. You got a full line. Tell us about that for Big John's Closeouts.
Yeah, we've got about anything that you might need in your interior painting supplies and stuff of that nature, from either Valspar or the California paint, which used to be many years ago Gray Seal paint. A lot of people remembers that. As far as that nature, we can mix different colors. We've got color charts that you can pick from. We've got your primers if you've got where you've had a water leak or whatever. We've got primers and things that you can put on there so it doesn't bleed through as far as that goes. And of course, we've got all your application items that you might need, from paint brushes to rollers to everything from Worcester, which is American made pretty much. And so we're very proud of that. A lot of people will be starting to think about getting out on the deck now that it's getting warmer and things of that nature. Not only doing repair work with our full line of treated lumber and other stuff, but thinking about staining. Whether you want a semi-transparent, semi-solid, solid color stain. We stock the Cabot line, and we're also bringing in a new line of stain that is a Ready Seal stain, which is almost bulletproof. You just pretty much with their stain product eliminate any brush marks, lap marks with your rollers. It flows, and basically you get an almost foolproof finish with that Ready Seal stain. We'll have about 6 to 8 colors in stock probably within the next 2 weeks of that. And so we're very excited about having that. That's going to be our newest line that we're adding.
It's awesome. It's all available. Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabeth, and the hours are open, sir.
7:30 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday.
And how can we find you to find out more on social media?
BigJohnsCloseouts.com. You can also email us at experts@BigJohnsCloseouts.com or give us a call at 542-4755.
Well, we're great sponsors of the Tom Dillard Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local at Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton. And back with the Tom Dillard Sports Show. Let's go to the ponies there. Bryce Van Us joins us live. They've not left yet. They're still in K-Town getting ready to fly out. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Doing good, Tom. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks for checking in with us. A big ball game. We'll talk about that in a moment. Let's go back to another big ball game on Wednesday. Mr. Connect went off for 39 points. Kind of review that big ball game against Auburn the other night. Tennessee wins.
Yeah, that was a big win for us, Tom. Obviously, Auburn is a great team. That's a team that can make a really deep run in the tournament here in a couple weeks. So that was a big win for us to get. They're a really good physical team, have a lot of good players. Janai Broom, one of the best bigs in the country. They're just a great team. And for us to be able to come from behind and rally, obviously behind Dalton's, amazing performance, it was a huge win for us.
You were there. you can talk about it, but when you're there in person, the place was electric. Place went nuts, and he put on the show, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, Tom. And I would say with my year and a half that I've been at the program, that's the loudest that I've heard Thompson Bowling Arena when Dalton just started to take over the game. It was just really unlike anything I've ever seen before. It was just like everyone, when he got the ball, just kind of knew what was happening, and Auburn couldn't stop it. And it was just, it was unlike anything I've ever seen. The difficulty on the shots he was making, every shot was heavily contested. It was unlike anything I've ever seen.
I was talking to a guy about it the other day who was around when Pistol Pete played. He said it was the same kind of energy and excitement. Of course, they played at Stokely at that point, but when Pistol Pete came to town, they said, man, the place was nuts. It went bananas, and they said it was kind of like the same atmosphere when Dalton got that ball. You just knew something good was going to happen, and it's same with the late Pistol Pete when he came with LSU, so which is a very complimentary comparison to Dalton Connect to be compared in any way, shape, or form to Pistol Pete Maravich. That's a heck of a compliment. So that was on Wednesday, big game. Again, Auburn loses by 8, so now Tennessee gets on the plane, flies to Tuscaloosa. Tomorrow night they'll take on the Alabama Crimson Tide, both 12-3. What happened the first time out, and preview tomorrow night's game?
So yeah, we got them early in the season here in Knoxville. Played a really good game and got the win. Alabama's a great team. Obviously, we're tied right now at the top of the league. With just 3 games left, this is going to be monumental in the the scheme of how the league falls out and who ends up taking home that league title. So this game is going to whoever wins this game, they're going to be in the driver's seat for taking home the regular season title, which is something we want really bad. But I mean, we're going into their building. First time that the basketball edition of College Game Day has ever been in Tuscaloosa. Prime time, 8 p.m. Sly ESPN. I mean, it's going to be a rocking atmosphere at Coleman Coliseum. But we have the guys to go in and get the job done. We know that. But Alabama's a great team. They have really good players. Mark Sears is one of the best players in the country. It's going to be a really tough test for us, but we have the guys to go do it. And I trust our coaching staff and our players. We're locked in and we're ready to go take on this challenge.
So how do you prepare for the noise? I mean, or can you? Because it's going to be nuts down in Tuscaloosa. You guys walk on the floor. The moment you walk on there, they're going to be all over you, and I get that. That's the way it works. So how do you prepare this week in practice, or has he, to simulate, if you will, the noise and the raucous atmosphere, rather, you'll see in Tuscaloosa tomorrow night?
Well, Tom, one thing that we've been talking about, all season is just, it feels like every arena we go into, it's like that. And that's just a testament to Coach Barnes and our players and the program that he's put together. And everyone knows when Tennessee's coming to town, the arena is going to be sold out, and that's just the nature of it. And like I said, that's a testament to the program that Coach Barnes has built here. So, any arena we go into, we know it's going to be crazy because, the name that's on the front of our jersey. So, you just got to try to tune out as much as you can of it. And like I said before, we feel like it's all about us. Like, we just got to go in and control what we control. And like I said, too, Alabama's a phenomenal team, and they have, their ceiling's limitless. They can do great things in the NCAA tournament. They're offensively one of the, if not the best team in the country statistically. They can explode any night and get, easily 100 and 110 points. It's just the way that they are, especially in their home building with, the stakes as high as they are. Like you said, it's just going to be a crazy atmosphere. But, I trust our entire program, staff, players. We're ready for this, and we're going to go in and do everything we can to come out with a win.
You look at this final 3-game set for Tennessee. You have Alabama tomorrow night, 12-3. South Carolina and Columbia on Saturday, or on Wednesday. They're 11-4. Then you come back with Kentucky to wrap up the regular season next Saturday a week in Knoxville. They're 10-5. So your last 3 games, you're playing ranked teams and upper echelon teams in the SEC. A great test, a great barometer for Tennessee down the stretch, is it not?
Yeah, it is. This league is the best in the country, top to bottom. I mean, our last games here, we're going to be playing, 4 quad 1 games. We've already got one out of the way with Auburn, and then you got Alabama obviously Saturday, and then South Carolina, Kentucky next week. So, 3 quad 1 opportunities for us. Obviously South Carolina will be on the road, and then Kentucky back home on senior night. But, but the thing we talked about is you can't look ahead. We obviously know the slate that we have this last week and a half, but, all we can control is the next one. So everyone is just fully focused on Alabama. And so, tomorrow night after that game's over, win or lose, no matter what happens, we'll, regroup and get ready for South Carolina. We're just going to take it one game at a time. That's how it's going to be all the way through March and hopefully April for us.
Great way to look at it. The SEC tournament ought to be a heck of a tournament. If you want tickets to some good basketball, that'd be where you want to go, to the SEC tournament. That'll be at Bridgestone Arena, Nashville, will it not?
Yes, it will be in Bridgestone, Nashville.
Yep, in a couple of weeks. But tomorrow night, Tennessee at Tuscaloosa, 8 o'clock tip-off on ESPN. Bryce Van Us, safe travels. Thanks for the preview. We'll talk to you on Tuesday, getting ready for South Carolina game. We'll talk to you then. Appreciate you, sir.
All right, thank you, Tom. Have a good one.
Yep, good man right there. Bryce Van Us, great report again. Tennessee, 4th in the country. Alabama, 14th ranked. Squaring off tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on ESPN in Tuscaloosa. Yeah, it'll be nuts, and that's okay. That's college basketball. That's why it's so special and why it's so good. Tomorrow night, they'll be there. We'll be in Newport, McCock County, and here's somebody to tell you all about it. Getting ready for the, good interview, Brother Tom. There you go. Pastor Stout, you got his seal of approval. Here's where we're going to be tomorrow night while Bryce is in Tuscaloosa. It's exciting Lady Cyclone Sectional Championship basketball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Dr. John Minton and yours truly tomorrow night. It's the Sectional Championship as the Lady Cyclones travel to Cocke County to battle the Cocke County Lady Red. You win, it's on to the state tournament for the third straight season. It's down to a 32-minute season. It all starts at 6:30 tomorrow night. Audio only, the Lady Cyclones in Cocke County. Tomorrow night, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Lady Cyclones. On to Travis Constable again with TNS Home Improvements. Tell me what it's all about, sir.
Well, we build decks, do porches, roofing, underpinning, under mobile homes, a little bit of remodel work, but with the decks and roofing, we just try to stick on that end of things.
Absolutely. And so they've been at it for how many years now?
We've been at it for a little over 3 years now.
3 years. TNS Home Improvements. They go all over the Tri-Cities. You take quotes. You're licensed and bonded, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So I make the phone call. Let's step me through real quick. I make the phone call, get a hold of you, say we're going to come out and see what you've got going on and tell me what do you do, take it from there. What happens next?
I'll schedule a day and time to come out and speak with you and give you an estimate, and you just have to say yay or nay, and then we put you on the schedule.
Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook.
Yep. And the phone number is?
423-946-8432.
They've been at it, folks. Again, started with a drill and a Chevy, what was it, Chevy Blazer?
Chevy Trailblazer.
Trailblazer. Yep. And now they're up to 5 full-time employees and four part-time employees. They're going great guns. They want to help you. Let them come give you a quote on what you need. TNS Home Improvements, sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Hey, this is Tom Taylor. Here in 2024, the Tom Taylor Sports Show is now on TikTok. That's right. Lots of cool things coming all year long, again, on TikTok. Be sure and like us, share it, and follow by hitting the plus button. So, a lot of neat things coming. Please get on board with us. Like, share, or follow by hitting the plus button. The Tom Taylor Sports Show, now in 2024, on TikTok. And there we go. Here we go. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's go to the phone. We go from Tennessee basketball to Lees McRae basketball. Former Elizabethan star Nico Ashley with us on the phone. Good evening, or actually good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you, Tom?
Good. I saw you last night of the ball game, sit beside you. That was a heck of a ball game, and Crockett ended up winning the game. That was a heck of a game to watch, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a great game. Came down to the end there. A couple big possessions at the end.
Yep. So let's talk about it. You're playing at Lees McRae. What's going on right now with the Bobcats? You in tournament time? What's going on?
Yes, sir. We just played our last regular season game this week against King. We locked up the 6th spot, and we get our first home tournament game since I think it's 2018. So we only have to win one game to go to Wofford this year. That's pretty good, pretty exciting thing for us.
So who's the big dog in the conference? Is it Wofford?
No, Wofford is just a place we play at in the tournament. So you have to go through the first 2 rounds to make it to Wofford. There's only 6 teams that end up making it there. But UNC Pembroke, they've been really good. They've been the number 1 seed the whole year, and so is Emmanuel. Emmanuel's a really good team. have probably arguably the best player in the conference. He's been 3-time player of the year, so we've got some pretty good players in our conference.
So how's Lees McRae doing this year, and how's Nico Ashley doing?
I've been doing pretty good this year. As a team, I think we finished with 18-10 record, so we improved 6 games from last year, or 5 games, excuse me. So that's a big improvement. We're pretty old this year. We've got a lot of experience, and I think that's perfect for the tournament run we're looking to have. So
you're a junior. You call the place you play, is it called Dunk Mountain? Is that right?
Yes, sir. Dunk Mountain.
Dunk Mountain. That's the name of the gym at Lees McRae, because they're in there ramming and jamming all the time with the basketball team. So what's been a big memory for Nico Ashley so far playing at Lees McRae? What's been a big game you've had?
So I think the best game I've probably played this year, Belmont Abbey, I had maybe not points wise, but statistics wise, I had 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 blocks that game. So as an all around, that's probably my best memory this year so far.
You had 7 block shots in one game. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Wow. There's guys don't do 7 block shots in their career, for crying out loud. So that's awesome. Has anybody ever measured your vertical jump?
No, we haven't. I've never measured it before. I've had a lot of people ask me that before.
Well, you need to have that measured. I'm telling you, this guy's a pogo stick. You've been in the weight room since Elizabethton, and so I've been told you can jump higher now than you did then. Is that true?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can, definitely.
Scary. That is scary. How much? I used to call you the pogo stick when you played Elizabeth, because you just go, bang, you just go up. I mean, there wasn't any jump. You didn't have to take one step. You just took off like you had rockets on your shoes, went straight up. So it's awesome stuff. It was interesting. Well, you're welcome. You've earned it. It was interesting last night. You told me, of all things, you miss playing baseball. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, I played since I was 4 years old until, I was a senior in high school. Just miss being out there playing outside. There's nothing like it. So I tell my friends about it all the time up here. We be talking because some of them played baseball too, and just how much we, miss that competition as well. But, I love basketball and wouldn't, make another choice or anything, but definitely would love to play some baseball here and there.
So Mondays when you guys play again, is that correct, in basketball?
Yes, sir.
Yep. At home, is that right?
Yep. It's going to be a bunch of the local high schools and stuff are coming out. We're actually on spring break, but we're still going to have a packed gym up here, so it'll be a great experience. So can't wait.
What time is tip-off on Monday?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Well,
yes, sir.
You never know. Old Cowboy may be on that front row cheering you on Monday night at Lees McRae and Dunk Mountain. That'd be cool. I've never been there. I'd like to come up and watch a game. That may be a good time to do it. To see
That'd
you
be
on
great,
Monday.
man.
Yeah, Monday night at 7 o'clock again at Lees McRae. Who's your opponent again?
It will be the winner of North Greenville versus Converse.
Yeah, so you don't know yet. They'll play that one, and we'll be ready to go. Lees McRae in their tournament again on Monday night at home in Banner Elk against the winner of that game. Nico Ashley, always a treat, my friend. You're an awesome young man. I'm very proud of you. Keep up your success, and I may see you Monday night.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Take care, sir. Good job right there. Nico Ashley. What a great kid. Every time I've interviewed him, I've never had a does and uhs and you-knows and wells. Very well-spoken, very poised, and he can absolutely jump out of the gym. Good night. He can do it in high school. I nicknamed him Pogo Stick back when he played for Elizabethton, but as I said, he's been in the weight room, and he can jump higher now than he did. I would love to measure his vertical jump because the boy can flat go up. Like I said, you don't have to take a run. I'd have to take 4 or 5 steps and hope I get anywhere close to it. I used to be able to dunk it back in the day, but certainly don't think could anymore, although I haven't. I guess with the proper training I could. I used to be able to do it back in the day, but he can do it like, boom. I mean, it's really incredible. It's God-given, and that's, you don't teach that. And he's a talented young man, to say the least. All right, let's give you the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Got 2 more interviews to share with you. And let's see, we got J.C. Jenkins going to join us in a few minutes. What a class young lady. And also Diana's going to join us from Double C one more time. Let's see. What's the verse of the day? Let's go. It is the book of Isaiah, and it says this. It says Isaiah 65:24. Does your prayers get answered? Do you think he listens? It says, before they call, I will answer. Whew. And while they're still speaking, I will hear. That ought to be your answer. Does he ever hear my prayers? Does it bounce off the ceiling? Does he hear me? He hears everything. And he'll answer the prayer three ways. No, yes, not now. It's real simple. It's a three-pronged response when you pray. He does hear them, I promise you. And he does answer them. He's going to answer them three ways. Yes, no, it's not what you want. It's not what's best for you. I know what's best for you. I died for you. I know what's best for you. Or he'll say, not right now. Wait. You got to learn how to the discernment of how to read that and understand that, of course. And so I remember Charles Stanley said, and Adrian Roger both have said many times that, our biggest mistake as people, we get ahead of him. He's got everything laid out. If we just let him do it, we get ahead of him, and then we foul things up, and he has to come in behind us and get out his bounty pickers. Quicker picker-upper? He has to come back in and clean up the mess because we didn't listen and we didn't wait. Isaiah 65:24 says, before they call, I will answer. And while they are still speaking, I will hear. Whew. How reassuring is that? Isaiah 65:24 is the verse of the day here on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Quick break. We'll connect with Diana from Double C, and we'll connect also with J.C. Jenkins from Milligan University. We'll try her one more time. She was in class. She's told me now she's free, so let's check in this young lassie who can flat play. Oh, love watching her play. No expression, no emotion, just goes out there and gets it done. She can drive, she can shoot, she can block shots, she can rebound. Tom, are you a fan? I'm a fan. The young lady is a very, very talented young lady. Quick break after this from our title sponsor, Ford of Elizabethton on the Tom Daly Sports. Ford of Elizabethton, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram.
So here's the deal. An opportunity presented itself for me to come check the dealership out. They said it might be for sale. My wife, my mother-in-law, both of my sisters happened to come last September, and we ended up at the Covered Bridge event, and we just thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, it was a blast. We weren't planning on being there for that. It just so happened the time that we came, the Covered Bridge event was going on, and we just loved it. We loved the community, we loved the energy, the vibe, and we felt like it would be a great opportunity for us to serve the community. Because every time I look at a store, I always look at how could we improve the community, how could we create jobs, how could we improve the business, and the upside was so tremendous in the Elizabethton community. I just felt like we could come make a big difference, and we've been able to do it.
You have. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Elizabethton. Social media, how do we find you?
So Ford of Elizabethton, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Elizabethton. We're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We're everywhere. And we're ready to serve the community, sell cars, and make some happy customers.
Amen. What's the hours you're open, sir?
So we're open at 7:30 in service, and we're open at 8:30 in sales. We stay open till 7.
Our title sponsor, the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, Ford of Elizabethton, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, sorry for earlier, but yeah.
Boom. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's go to the phone. She's there, and I want to get her on one more time. We tried her earlier. She was in class. And J.C. Jenkins, good afternoon, young lady. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for checking in with us. So you guys win last night. Got a big win over your opponent. Tell us how that went last night, would you please?
Yeah, that was a good game. We started out coming in, and Montreat put us out last year, first round of the tournament, and they're a good team with some athletic girls who play hard. So, it's a big game coming in, and I think we all worked hard together and played well, so we're excited for tonight.
Yep, so you beat Montreat last night, so you now go to 23-6. You're into the next round. I think it's the quarterfinals of the AAC, or is tomorrow the championship or Sunday?
Yes, tomorrow's the championship.
So this is semifinals tonight. So
yes.
It'll be Reinhardt at 8 o'clock. So how did you guys do against Reinhardt this year? You played them home and away?
we just played them at home and we lost to them, but we put up a good fight. You know, we were with them all game, and I think we have what it takes to beat them. And they are athletic girls and they play hard, but I think we have we can bring to the table and play hard and we can win.
So you play tonight, 8 o'clock in Meadowview in Kingsport. There was a good crowd there last night for a 9 o'clock game, so you should have even more tonight because you're down to the semis and a chance to play with the championship tomorrow and head on to Sioux City, Iowa for the national tournament. So you play very well. You obviously been named for the first team all-conference for the third year in a row. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So what is your average right now? You need to brag on yourself because I don't know the stats in front of me. What are you averaging right now, young lady?
I really have no idea.
Well, I don't either, except I know you're first team all-conference and you're very good, and I don't have that in front of me. I want to say you're averaging 17, 18 points a game. It's probably more than that. So, but anyway, you're not going to brag on yourself, but I am because you're an outstanding talent. When did you start playing basketball? What age did JC start playing?
I started playing, I think in like kindergarten, you know, just like the boon hoops, but then I started playing some travel basketball in around third grade. And then we played in a league against boys in our fourth and fifth and sixth grade year. We got a team of girls and came up to Happy Valley and played against boys in a league. And so, yeah, ever since then.
You and a girls' travel team played the boys, and you beat them like a drum, too, didn't you?
Yeah.
I love it. That's awesome. So, you know, your first team all-conference 3 years in a row, which is an incredible talent and an incredible honor, but that's a testament to you. You're in the gym all the time. You're working all the time on your game, aren't you?
Yeah.
And so what's the favorite part of the game for you? Making a shot, blocking a shot, making a good pass, getting a rebound? Well, what's the favorite part of the game for JC Jenkins?
I mean, really just being out there with your teammates, you know, and you make a good pass that leads someone else to score, you know, that's exciting. And, you know, when someone, you know, drives to the hole and they kick it to you and you knock down the shot, it's just, I mean, really all of it, you know, just being out there with your friends and having fun.
Yep, having fun with your girls, building those relationships with your teammates. So tonight is Reinhardt. So what's the scouting report, or better yet, and you're not Coach Greer, obviously, but in your humble opinion, what are the keys tonight to win this game against Reinhardt and getting the championship?
You know, they have a bunch of athletic girls and they're drivers. They like to drive first. So I think just stopping them early on and, you know, knocking down shots. I think that's going to be a close one, but we can pull it out.
Yeah. We're very proud of you. You're one of our local ladies from Gray, Tennessee. You want to brag on your mama? Your mom was a pretty good player back in the day at Milligan, was she not?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. So, and you got a little sister coming along too, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Can she play?
Yeah, she plays basketball, softball, and volleyball, but she's only in sixth grade right now.
Can she beat her big sister?
I think she probably could, yeah.
Really? Well, now, what is her first name?
Jaden.
Jaden Jenkins. We got to remember her. She's going to be coming in behind JC, so she can play. She can play you one-on-one and beat you. Is that what you said?
She puts up a good fight, yeah.
Oh, now we're getting down to it. Okay, she can put up a good fight, but she can't beat me. There you go. That's what sister talking sister. I got it. JC, looking forward to seeing tonight at the ball game, 8 o'clock. Again in Meadowview. Folks, get out there and watch Milligan. They're an exciting team to watch. You got local talent. You got Lena Line. You've got, oh, gosh, what's Miss Hare's first? Jenna Hare. You've got Haley Paget from Unicoi. Who am I leaving off? Got a lot of local ladies on the team, don't we?
Yes, we do. We do.
Maddie Runnels, isn't she local?
Yes, Maddie. Yeah, she is. She's from Gray.
Yep. So who am I leaving off? There's somebody I'm leaving off. Larkin?
Erin, yeah, she's from Kingsport, and Lexi Evans from Gate City.
There you go. So I knew you know. I don't have that in front of me either, but I know there's a lot of local talent, and that's always exciting to watch our young ladies that played high school move on to play at Milligan University. Good luck tonight. We're proud of you. Congratulations on being conference, all-conference 3 years in a row. What are you majoring in, by the way?
Education.
So when you graduate, you want to be a teacher, a counselor? What do you want to be?
A teacher.
Teacher. Miss Jenkins running the class. All right. There you go.
All right.
We'll see
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. We'll talk.
See
See you tonight. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Yep, JC Jenkins again from Grace. She's done talking to me. I've asked her too many questions, and I got to go. I'm going. I love it. That's good stuff right there. So she is so humble. It's like, okay, you've asked me too many questions. I'm done. But and she probably had someplace to go, and I appreciate that very, very much. So they'll be there tonight at 8 o'clock. We were going to stream it, but of course, they've got some contractuals with the AAC conference, so we can't. But we're going to probably try and take it in and watch that tonight. Again, Milligan and Reinhardt at 8 o'clock at Meadowview Conference Resort and Convention Center. They refigure, if you will, or transform. How about that? The ballroom into a basketball arena, which is really cool. They put down a portable floor and the baskets and the three-point. I mean, you would think you're in a regular, university gym all the time, but it's a temporary thing. They do a great job. And so it's 8 o'clock tonight, Milligan and Reinhardt. So thank you, JC, for checking in with us. She's very humble. And she said, yeah, Jaden, first she said, you can probably beat me and ask her again. She said, probably not. So, that's a competitive thing. So I know my brothers, when I played them basketball, I'd kill them. I mean, we would fight and scratch and claw and dig. And so there was no advantage. When you went on the floor with one of the Taylor boys, it was on. I'm telling you. And so I dare say we did it today, probably still would be. We probably wouldn't at this point in our lives. But back in the day, intense would be a good way to describe it. And if you beat them one-on-one, you come home for supper, and across the supper table, we'd say, pass the beans, loser. Oh, you had to drop one in on them. And, of course, sometimes you got the beans thrown at you, and sometimes they passed it. But, oh, yeah. Or, hey, can I get some more milk, wimp? And you just kind of drop one in on them. And then after the supper, we would either go back over and have a redo. If I got beat, we'd have to go back and play it again. Or on the way back over to the court, just take exceptions, haul off and hay bale him, hit him upside the head, just punch him, and he punches back. And sometimes never got to the basketball court. It was two bear cubs rolling in the grass, getting it on and deciding things. So the law of the jungle for the Taylor boys. I could write a book. Anyway, thanks, JC, for being with us. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll check in with Diana one more time on the Tom Daly Sports Show, brought to you today by the good folks in Double C Western Supply.
When you think about a teacher or the teacher community, you think of the largest group of college-educated people. You think of a group that is basically conservative by their habits and the things they do. You always have that wild buck out there someplace, but overall they're a pretty level-headed group. I've always felt that this was the best choice as far as a customer, someone to build a relationship with. It's always been my belief that that type of individual is going to make better choices when they're behind the wheel, that they're going to make better choices about taking care of their home. They're going to make better choices on protecting their family, whether that's from an untimely death through life insurance or through planning for their retirement.
No, this is fine.
Back on the Tom Daly Sports Show, one more time, was checking with the owner of Double C Western Supply, our buddy Diana Hilton. Good afternoon, young lady. Everything still good in your world?
Still going good. Got one of the kids down for a nap, so it might be a little bit easier to talk to you this go around. So we're doing good.
Peace in the valley. I understand that. So let's talk about this after hours coming up. Tell us about that from Double C.
Yeah, sure. We're this is something else we started new, just like the charity events that we've started as well. But this is something new, is our after hours event. We're trying to do this possibly once a month. So this will be our third go around, and it's called Leprechauns and Lynx. So we're kind of celebrating St. Patrick's Day with this one, and it's going to be on March the 12th, and it'll be from 6 to 8:30. So it's not our normal store hours. It is after hours from 6 to 8:30 in the evening. We will be having 17% off everything, of course, playing on the St. Patrick's Day, March 17th date. But everything in store will be 17% off that that time frame from 6 to 8:30. We will also be offering, we'll have refreshments and some snacks that will be St. Patrick's Day themed. Not only will we have the sale and the refreshments, but we also have the salon, the day spa from Essence. The girls will be coming from there, from the day spa. They'll be doing some complimentary massages and hair treatments, eye treatments, things like that. It's just a fun time to get out and enjoy some shopping, be with some friends, and learn some things about Essence that they're doing as well. Not only that, they are also bringing with them a friend that's doing teeth whitening, so that'll be there as well. And the name of this event is Leprechauns and Links, and it's LINX. So this is a pop-up shop lady who is coming, and she is setting up her entire her shop in our shop, and she is going to be doing permanent jewelry. I'm not sure if you're familiar with what that is, Tom, but it's they actually will use a mini welder and weld the jewelry onto you. So whether you want to do a necklace, a bracelet, an anklet, even rings. So she will be on hand to do that this night from 6 to 8:30. So we're excited to partner with her and be able to offer this service to our customers that night. She does charge a fee for whatever you choose, but she will be there on hand during that same time frame. So we will have some door prizes as well that night. So just a fun night to come out. We're doing this on a Tuesday night instead of a weekend night because I know a lot of people are going to ball games and have things going on the weekends. So offering it through the week to see how people like it that way as well. So hopefully we'll have a good turnout. Hopefully everyone will have fun and enjoy the night and the things that these folks are coming into the store to offer as well.
Absolutely. It's going to be the date again. One more time is?
The date is March the 12th from 6 to 8:30 on a Tuesday night.
There you go. We're talking to Diana from Double C Western Supply, so that's a big good chance to get in, as you heard her say, and enjoy the great savings on that particular night doing the shopping.
Yeah.
New arrivals. Tell us what all's come in new to the store at Double C.
Lots of new arrivals as well. I was just kind of flipping through, posted some new T-shirts that we had come in yesterday. Baseball tees, we got those that came in. Some say baseball mom, some say take me out to the ball game. And, you know, one of the favorite sayings of baseball is rub some dirt on it. And so we got one of those T-shirts as well. Also, we got in some St. Patrick's Day T-shirts with some shamrocks on them, some Lucky Horseshoes T-shirts, just to kind of go with the fun season. Easter T-shirt as well. So we got in those yesterday. Those were brand new. We also got in tons of new Ariat clothing, a lot of the Vent-Tech shirts from Ariat. And if you've not worn one of those, especially the guys, I think the guys would love these because they are coming with the hotter temperatures, hopefully soon. These are very lightweight, kind of like the professional fishing gear tops that Columbia has made. So they're very thin, very lightweight, but they're also super comfortable and soft. Lots of good features on them, very good quality that Ariat always offers. So those are some new items from Ariat that we've got in. We talked about some of the new Ariat shoes and boots earlier. And like you said, the Chacos, those are all new. But every day, the new spring arrivals are coming in. So we've got a lot of things to choose from.
It's on Railroad Street, right beside the U-Haul place. It's easy to spot. Double C Western Supply. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, closed on Sundays and Mondays. And, of course, anytime you want something to give someone, you don't know what they want, get them a gift certificate. You sell a lot of those at Double C. And so you have shoes, in this case boots and work shoes for the guys. You've got shoes for the kids. You've got shoes and boots for the ladies, so you cover the gamut. You've got clothes in there for guys, ladies, and kids.
Sure do, yes. And a lot of people don't realize, I mean, we get somebody in almost daily is like that'll say, we didn't know that you had all this in here. So there's a lot of things in there that people don't realize, but it's for the whole family. Work clothing, Western clothing, and not even, I mean, we've got some items and clothing that wouldn't be considered work or Western. So we kind of try to cover the whole, like you said, the whole gamut of for the whole family for whatever occasion that you may need. So hopefully we can get you covered. If not, we can always order in what you need if we don't have it in the store. So, and like you said, gift giving, we can do gift certificates or gifts in the store, either way. So be glad to help you however we can.
Case in point, Sam ordered me a pair of 15 boots. They're not in there yet, but she's ordered me a size 15 to Laredo's and need some new boots, and so I'm waiting for those to come in so they can order for you. They do all the time. And I want to also let them know that they have the Huey cologne. You have that up on the front counter. The guy sets and the girl sets. You sell a ton of those, don't you?
We do. They love to see both of those for the guys and the girls.
Yep.
Those make great gifts as well.
Absolutely. Of course, you got coming up, you've got Easter, but I guess the next big gift giving will be Mother's Day coming up in May, which is a ways off, but it really isn't. It'll be here before you know it. And so, and then last but not least, in the addition, the newest part of the store, you got some clearance items over there, right?
We sure do, yeah. And our clearance section is pretty fun to shop because if there's items on our clearance area, those are 50% off. So it just makes it easy for our shoppers. We don't try to, pull the wool over your eyes and say, something's funny with the signage. But everything on the clearance section is 50% off, and there's always some good bargains there. There's jeans, there's boots. I think there's some Dan Post boots, Hey Dudes, some fancy dresses if you have an occasion coming up. Some of those are all 50% off as well. And then, of course, there as well is the tack section. We actually just got in 3 new saddles yesterday, so that's something else to shop if that's your thing. If you have the horses or a need for anything there with the tack section, we try to keep the basics in stock, and we can always order in what you may need there if we don't have it available on the floor.
Good stuff, folks. Again, at Double C Railroad Street. Hours are open again, and the days are open, and social media.
Sure, yes. We're there Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, closed Sunday and Monday. And social media, you can find us on Facebook by typing in Double C Western Supply. Also, we have a group page on Facebook if you'd like to follow that way. We're also on Instagram and TikTok, so you can find us in all those areas. And then our website, of course, is doublecwestern.com. You can purchase from there also, and we can ship it to anywhere in the U.S., or you can even do in-store pickup if you order online, and then you can just swing by the store and pick it up and save on shipping if you're local.
Absolutely. So lots of ways to do it, and it happens every day. Sam goes to the post office virtually every day shipping stuff to people. Yeah. Either local or all over the country. So it's a neat place. In football, it's a Double C first down. In basketball, it's a Double C3. Got a big game tomorrow night. If the girls win tomorrow night down in Newport at Cobb County, they'll go to the state tournament for the 3rd year in a row. It's going to be a tough test tomorrow night, but we'll go down there ready to go. It'll be a Double C3. And then when baseball starts in 3 weeks, whenever the 18th is, I guess it'll be 17 days from today, a little over 2 weeks, it'll be the Double C strikeout. So she's got us covered all 3 sports, and we do it for Elizabethton, and we love promoting Double C. Shop there all the time.
We love that you help us, and we love the sports aspect of it, and our children are involved in sports as well, so we love to do that also.
And your husband is now the president of the Carter County Little League. He gave me the number, the CC something. Anyway,
ECC, Elizabethton Carter County Baseball and Softball Association.
There you go. There you go.
It's a long one. Yeah, so he's very busy getting all that in order. Their season is starting soon. their last sign up was last night. So I think this Saturday is the draft, and soon we'll be practicing and playing some ball. Looking forward to it.
Yep, it'll
Looking
be
forward to the baseball season.
and warm weather. You got it. I'm looking forward to it
Some
too.
warm weather.
Yeah.
You got it. I know. Very looking forward to that. And speaking of like our the sports and such, one thing to keep in mind is that charity fundraising events that we're offering. So if anybody does have a sports team or anything like that that needs any fundraising efforts, contact us, because we'll be glad to try to work something out with you on what we're doing on the shopping days, on the shopping events for that.
Absolutely. Great report, young lady. We'll talk soon. Thanks again
Yes,
for
sir.
being a
Thank
sponsor. You have a great weekend.
Same to you. Thank you so much.
Yep, good job. Again, Diana Hilton, the owner of Double C Western Supply, and she is top shelf in my book. She and Andy both, we appreciate them very much. And so that's today's sponsor of the show. And so you may see more and more of this happening here in the studio. I like doing this, and we have access to a lot of things. Case in point, college football. They're meeting as we speak. They're getting ready to tweak the rules of college football. So they are now talking about bringing the sport into more alignment with the National Football League, the approval of helmet communications, in-game use of tablet technology on the sideline, and a 2-minute timeout like the pros have. I've headlined the recommended changes must be approved by the NCAA Playing Rules Oversight Committee, but they'll do that on April the 18th. That may go into play. So under the proposed outline, each coach-to-player communications will be allowed to a single player on each team who will be identified by a green dot worn on their helmet. God, it's crazy. Just play the game. Now we're going to have green dots on the side of your helmet, which means you got a walkie-talkie inside your helmet. Communications will be turned off at the snapper with 15 seconds left on the play clock, depending on which occurs first. So who's going to be doing that job? Old Toms are going, hit that toggle switch off. What's it say? Turn off at the snapper with 15 seconds left on the play clock. So the move comes after a sign-stealing scandal last year involving Michigan, of course. And so they are going to implement in-helmet communications to reduce the need for signing strategies on the side of all these big signs you see in all these different coaches. Looks like that may go away. This is not in stone yet, but it's been approved and usually or proposed. Usually when it's proposed, it'll probably go into play. A 2-minute warning has long been part of the NFL team, or NFL game, rather, both halves, serving essentially as a free timeout for teams seeking to stop the clock. And so now they're talking about making a 2-minute timeout mandatory in college football. We'll see if that goes through. And there's a couple other things they're trying to decide here. This is the new rules, possibly. They're not enforced yet, but these are what are going to be voted on next month in April. Warnings for uniform violations, followed by a timeout being charged upon subsequent offenses from any member of the team. Violating teams or out of timeouts will be assessed a 5-yard penalty. Teams could use 18 tablets between the coaching bench, sideline, and locker room for the purpose of viewing in-game video only. Implementation of a 15-yard horse collar tackle penalty within the tackle box. See, what this does, I mean, I understand these rules to a point, but it puts a whole lot more pressure on officials. Implementation of a 15-yard horse collar tackle penalty within the tackle box. They're out there. I mean, the game is so fast. The speed's unbelievable. And now we're going to be looking for a uniform. I mean, they already are, but they're going to add a little extra wrinkle to the uniform violation. Teams can use 18 tablets between the coaching booth, sideline, and locker room. Why 18? I mean, it's okay, but why not 15 or 20? Seems like to me it's an odd number. And he's going to be over there, little guy with his pocket protector full of pins going, okay, there's 7, there's 8, there's 9. Somebody's going to have to go out there and count the tablets, I guess. Crazy, crazy stuff. But anyway, that's proposed rule changes for college football. They're going to try, if they do in fact put them in force and to play, if you will, they'll do that next month after they meet on April the 18th when they vote on it. Quick break. We'll wrap it up after this on the Tom Daly Sports Show. It's exciting Lady Cyclone Sectional Championship Basketball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Dr. John Minton and yours truly tomorrow night. It's the Sectional Championship as the Lady Cyclones travel to Cocke County to battle the Cocke County Lady Red. You win, it's on to the state tournament for the third straight season. It's down to a 32-minute season. It all starts at 6:30 tomorrow night. Audio only, the Lady Cyclones in Cocke County. Tomorrow night, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Lady Cyclones. We'll be there tomorrow night. We've already got our broadcast place established. We've talked to their folks, and we're ready to go. Be ready there tomorrow night. 6:30 airtime. Dr. J and I, John Minton, and yours truly bringing it to you from Cocke County High School, the land of the Lady Red, they call themselves. They are 27-8. They defeated Elizabeth earlier in the season by 23. Does that matter? Not at all. It's level playing service for every team playing in the sectional tomorrow night. 16 teams across the state trying to get a chance to punch their ticket to the state tournament in Murfreesboro next week. Of course, Dobbins Minute girls are playing. Cloudlands girls are playing. The Elizabethan girls are playing. So the goal was to get back down there. 32 minutes in somebody's season is what it comes down to. And so I'm going to run those down for you one more time before we get out of here. Yeah, there they are. There's the girls and guys. Here's our guest today. Big thanks to Bryce Van Huss. Gave us a great preview about the Tennessee-Alabama game. Also had J.C. Jenkins, Milligan basketball player, all-conference 3 years in a row. She, again, in the Lady Buffs will play tonight. Lady Buffaloes from Milligan University against Reinhardt at 8 o'clock tonight at Meadowview in the semifinals of that game, that tournament, rather. We had Nico Ashley on. What a great kid. I mean, you get around Nico, you just got to love that kid. He is so cool. And he always just call me Tom. No, you're Mr. Taylor. No, we buried him. My daddy's gone 32 years ago. You're Mr. Taylor. So, okay, Nico, you're all right. Just let it rip. Great interview, great kid. Love talking to him. He is just so personable. Personality plus with Nico. Thank you for being with us on the show. Diana, of course, from Double C Western Supply. Coach Presnell joined us, talked a little Cyclone baseball. The scrimmage days obviously being washed out and weathered out, cold and rainy and wet and damp. You don't want to get arms hurt out there this time of year. So anyway, appreciate all those guests, and we've been in studio today. Probably going to see more of this. I like being right here, and I got access to, just like this rules committee thing just popped up. If I was out on the road somewhere, I wouldn't be able to look that up or let that pop up on my computer I've got here. So we like it in here. Now, probably too early we got something else brewing. So probably some brand new something else we're going to do. We don't have enough to do, but we got something else cooking that you're going to like. I'm going to get the details nailed down over the weekend, and probably at some point next week, we're getting ready to start a brand new adventure, or I am anyway, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So I'm very excited about this, something I've been wanting to do for a long time. And so we're going to do that, probably put the finishing touches on the details and be able to roll it out. I don't want to quite do it yet, but I'm going to tease you and tell you it's something I think you're going to like, because that's why I'm doing it. And we'll talk more about that next week. So that is the official tease. Something's coming, and we're excited about it. So, all right, girls sectional. Who's playing where tomorrow night? The winner will go on to Murfreesboro. We're down to the Sweet 16 in the state in all 4 classifications. So it's a big deal. 32 minutes tomorrow night. Every dribble, every pass, every shot, every foul, it's going to be big, because somebody's season and a trip to the state tournament hangs in the balance. You have tomorrow night in 4A. Dobbins Minute travels to Farragut. Good luck to the Lady Indians going down to battle the Lady Admirals in Farragut tomorrow night. Sevier County, the Lady Smoky Bears hosting the Bearden Lady Bulldogs. Bradley Central will be home to Oakland, and Blackman will host Cleveland in 4A tomorrow night. In 3A, Greenville home to Northview Academy. The Lady Cyclones, we said, traveling to Cocke County tomorrow night. You have Heritage hosting White County, and Upperman, the Lady Bees, trying to go back to the state tournament. They will host Signal Mountain tomorrow night in 3A. In 2A basketball, Gatlinburg-Pittman will be hosting Meigs County. McMinn Central home to Alcoa. York Institute will be hosting Pearl Cone, and Smith County will travel to East Nashville in 2A tomorrow night. And then on the 1A bracket tomorrow night, Cloudland, Go Lady Highlanders. They're home to Sunbright tomorrow night. we're trying to get him on. It was just we couldn't make the connection. He wins tomorrow night. We'll have him on Monday, guaranteed. Coach for the Cloud and Lady Highlanders. Good luck to them. Midway will be hosting North Green tomorrow night. Van Buren, home to Clay County, and Pickett County will be hosting Copper Basin. That's all tomorrow night. Those are the teams in Northeast Tennessee, or actually east of Nashville, still playing. The winners will move on to the state tournament. The losers will be eliminated. We'll go on there with our broadcast at 6:30 tomorrow night. Tip-off at 7 o'clock from Cobb County High School. Will it be rowdy? Should be. It better be, I would think. If it's Cobb County, they're trying to get back to the state tournament for the first time in 38 years. We're trying to get back to the state tournament for the last time we were there was 12 months ago. So we're trying to get back there for the third straight year. Now, you think about that in closing here. You take Lucas Andrews in this ball club. Lucas Andrews, Macy Andrews, Gary Smith, and Melinda Egoff. You take this team that was 2-10 after the first 12 games. Everywhere I went, Elizabeth, what's wrong with our girls' basketball team? They're young. Give them a chance. Ain't where we are in November. It's where we are going to be in February. Look where we are in February now in March. We're 32 minutes away from going back to the state tournament for a team that was 2-10 the first 12 games of the year. So excellent coaching, and obviously the girls bought into what the coaches brought to the table as far as preparation. So it's pretty simple. So the girls tomorrow night against the Lady Red, that's what they call themselves, from Cobb County High School. It's going to be a great atmosphere. See, these are the kind of atmospheres I love. When I played, I wanted to go into the Lions Den, man. I loved it. I wanted to go in where they didn't give us a snowball's chance to win. Come on in here. I was like, oh, come on in. I'm here. And I'll let you know when I'm done, you'll know I've been there. I can promise you that. That's how we played it, and that's what I want to see tomorrow night. I want to, it's going to be all the home teams should have a decided home advantage because they're at home, and so that's the kind of games I like. Put me in there, let me play. Let me prove these people wrong. Let's break their hearts. That's what I always used to tell our coach. Say, boys, go in that gym, let's break their hearts. And so we did, more times than not. We just had that just refuse to lose mentality. We didn't lose much. Excuse me. And so we're looking forward to that tomorrow night. So when you go to a gym and you walk in, you're 20 or 30 points better. I mean, you know that they're a cream puff or we'll blow them off the floor. That was okay. I always enjoyed playing wherever I went. Man, I like these games where walk in and go, you ain't got a chance to win this game. You're the underdog. We're going to plow you under like a John Deere tractor. I'm thinking, no, you ain't. Here we come. I'm getting fired up. All right, we'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great rest of your Friday. If you get a chance, stop by Meadowview tonight and watch the Lady Buffs play the semifinals of the AAC tournament at 8 o'clock. You've got, as J.C. Jenkins said, she's there from Gray. You've got Maddie Reynolds from Gray. You've got Lena Lyon from Elizabethton, who's playing a lot as a freshman. Jenna Hare from Bluff City's playing a lot as a freshman. I'm going to leave somebody off. Haley Padgett from Unicoi is our local young lady. Lexi Irvin. We've got a young lady from Gate City. I don't have the roster in front of me, but there is numerous ladies on that team locally. So should be a good local fan base. Come out and cheer these ladies on tonight. They play at 8 o'clock at Meadowview in Kingsport. They've converted the ballroom into a basketball arena. It's a really cool venue. They've done a great job. The Kingsport Visitors and Convention Bureau, Kingsport Convention and Visitor Bureau, rather, the KCBB, has done a great job converting this into a basketball facility for the umpteenth year. And then here's the other thing. When you go to Meadowview, one half of the arena is the basketball arena. The other half of the ballroom, they're having a huge book sale and DVDs. And so they're there for that, too. That's going on this weekend. So if you're a book reader or a DVD watcher, they got all kinds. I mean, they got, as far as you can see, rows and rows and rows of books. They're categorized. So if you're a book reader, that's going on at Meadowview at the same time. And so you can check that out. And then I believe I'm going to peruse. They got some CDs, too. That's the last thing I need, another CD. But they do have some DVDs, and I may kind of peruse through those, see what I can run into. All right, we're out of time. Thanks for letting us do the show from here. Show number 2031. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Again, the verse of the day, man, I love this verse. People always say, does God answer prayer? I mean, does he really answer prayer? Tom, buddy, you go to church. I get that all the time, folks who don't go to church. You go to church. Does he really answer prayer? Isaiah 65:24 says, before they call, I will answer. While they are still speaking, I will hear. He is listening. He's hearing your prayer while you're saying it. Right here, Isaiah 65:24, the verse of the day. We always dedicate our show to the man that hung on the cross, and they're all good, and that's a good one. Does he answer prayer? Yes, he does. Wow. And so you'll get 3 answers. You'll get it answered. It'll be a no because it's not what's best for you, because he knows what's best for you, or wait. He's a connected God. So, and he's moving things around as we speak in your life and my life. Connected God, trying to get it the way he wants it, because he has the perfect will for your life if you let him. You turn over to him and go, you take it. That's what Tom Taylor did, because, man, I messed up everything I got a hold of. And so when I finally said, Lord, it's yours, take it and run with it, is it always smooth sailing? Well, no, it's not going to be smooth sailing. You got an enemy out there who's trying to destroy you. But you got your hand in the hand of the man, you're going to be okay. I promise you. All right, thanks for watching the show. Back with you tomorrow. No, today is Friday. Back with you on Monday. With you tomorrow night, 6:30 from Cotton County High School for the sectional championship. Lady Cyclones of Elizabethton and the Lady Red of Cotton County. Should be a great environment. Can't wait to do it with Dr. J. Does a phenomenal job. I am so blessed. When I do ball games in football, I have Richard Van Huss. God just does it. He knows it. And he does a phenomenal job. Also, Eddie Pless, first year he's ever done it. Excellent job. Then in baseball, of course, Dr. J in basketball. In baseball, we'll have, from time to time, Dr. J will be there. Andrew McKeon will come up, President Carter County Bank, and some other folks that they may want to jump in and help here and there. So it's just, gosh. Remember President Reagan said one time, I'm not very smart. I just surround myself with people who are. That's with me. I'm not that hot. I'm just smart enough to get people around me that know what they're talking about and do a phenomenal job. So Dr. J is that guy. He'll be with us tomorrow night. Have a good rest of your Friday. Thanks for watching the show. As Mama always said, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Please. I had that story earlier right here. The Philadelphia Phillies did away with Dollar Dog Night. You know why? Because the fans, the adults, started throwing hot dogs at each other last year. I'm not making this up. So I just can't believe that. They did. They're eliminating the Dollar Dog Night. We had the story earlier in the show because the Philly fans got unruly and started throwing hot dogs at each other in the stands, like romper room. These are grown adults. So, as I said, win or lose, be a good sport, moms and dads. Act like you got some sense, because the kids are watching you and they emulate what you do. When you act like a yo-yo, they're going to act like a yo-yo, and you go, what's wrong with my kid? I just don't understand what he's doing. I don't understand why they do what they do. Because they watch you and they emulate you. Guarantee it. See you back here tomorrow night at 6:30 for Cyclone basketball. So long from the Tom Taylor Sports Show studio. Show number